Welcome everybody to our third episode of Finance Friday with Evan from Wreckfish Capital. And this a show that we do every week. We'll just be discussing finance topics like we've done in the past and just reviewing companies and ideas and themes and current events that we find interesting. And yeah, I'm here with Evan and the people that join us live on Twitch. You can join us every week on Fridays at 11 p.m. or so Spanish time. And yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about what we will be doing today, which is basically we reviewing the 13F filings for different different funds and fund managers that we find interesting, and just talking about their holdings and why we think they own them and why we think it's a good idea to own them or not. Yeah, am I missing something, Evan?
Oh, that was good.
That's
Y'all can find more info at Wreckfish Capital on X
Yeah.
or the really, really good show on YouTube. Or is that where they're watching? Yeah, that is where they're watching. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
think we're
also
good.
have a TikTok and stuff, but yeah, everything is kind of linked to everything. But the really good show is a really good show anyway. You guys can find the links in the YouTube.
Indeed, yeah. All right,
Okay.
Gabe, where do you want to start? I'll
Yeah, I
let you
don't know.
pick which
Let
one
me
we
see.
look at
We
first.
got Bill, Agman, we have Bridgewater, Berkshire, Scion, Appaloosa. I mean, as I was saying earlier, I don't know Scion. I don't know. Oh yeah, because of Michael Berry. Okay, I know Michael Berry. I don't know this guy, David Tepper. You say he was big, and then I don't know this guy, Dragon Miller. Well, we don't know this
David
guy.
Tepper is big right now. Like for instance,
Okay.
Michael Berry is super like just
Yeah, from
he's
the
like
movie and
a
stuff.
from the movie and stuff, but he's not like super active, and also the fund that he manages is compared to these other guys is relatively small.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. After the financial crisis and that whole thing, he closed off outside investment to his fund, and it's just been friends and family.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he does it for his own choice. Yeah, because I was gonna say I figured that would be something that maybe like more people would
Yeah.
gravitate towards if it
Well, if
was a
you watch
movie.
like the movie and stuff, yeah, everybody was all of his investors were like roasting him, during that time period.
Yeah, yeah, they
So
work
after
out
that, it
well.
was just, he closed everything off. But everybody else, they're the top fund managers, and they work at uh like different companies doing, like for instance, Ray Dalio is Bridgewater.
Right. Yeah,
So
everybody knows
obviously
their videos.
there's other funds in Bridgewater that, or like other investment managers that all work together kind of, and they also manage way more money than Bill.
Hmm.
Than
Then
what's his name?
David Tepper, you talking about? Oh no, Michael Berry,
No,
you talking
no,
about? Yeah,
Michael Berry, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Bridgewater is the most boring, so I guess we could really start there.
Yeah, let's check it out. I mean, are they still the biggest hedge fund? Because I think they were for a bit. I know people. I think people
I
know
don't
Ray
know.
Dalio the most about those videos that he makes about the change in the world powers and stuff. I keep seeing them over and over in YouTube and
Oh
LinkedIn
yeah.
and stuff. The changing world order. I mean, he does make really good points. He has really good animations on the videos.
No, that video
And
is cool, yeah.
yeah.
It's just that people like when they watch it, it's good and it's good, like don't get me wrong, but people when they watch it like get mad because they think like he's talking in absolutes or like
Hmm.
that he's trying to teach you a fact, but it's just his opinion.
Yeah. But it's yeah, again, it's a water
Unfortunately,
argument.
people can't decipher can't decipher that.
Also, I think like people take a very like it's like even if that's the case, it doesn't mean like it's like kind of like China is gonna invade the US or something. Like I feel like people take sometimes a bit of a patriotic stance on it. Be like, no, it cannot be. Like they, like like they if they say that Ray Dalio is not wrong when he's saying that they kind of lose in some type of war or something. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna lose to China. But it's like it does look a lot like that. Like it's probably gonna go that way, which doesn't mean it's like Britain is still the center of many things, even though it just didn't be. It's just not the leading power anymore. And it makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense from seeing. And I'm like not a fan of China culturally, politically, but still, like it's like
hmm
if you look at the trends of things, like I mean, if they are the ones putting in the
Yeah.
work, like and they don't have the debt,
The
they have
only
a lot of
way
good.
the only way that the US is doing better than China like is in
Right.
quality of living, which obviously is super important, but I think
Yeah, but
everything
it's
else.
if it's financed by debt, it's kind of like sure, like people are like having good quality of living on the basis of debt. So it's like as soon as that kind of falls apart, which I think with all this
Yeah.
cleanup that Trump is doing with Elon Musk, which I think is good, but it's like it's gonna have a lot of effects, especially like on wage
A hundred
pressures.
percent.
Like if they're firing all those people,
Yeah.
I was talking to Johnny about that. I'm like, those like wages are gonna have to go down, right? Because that means a lot of people are gonna go into the workforce. He was saying, well, they're also deporting immigrants, but I don't know if that's gonna counteract all of
Nah,
that.
yeah.
So we'll
It's
see.
gonna be, I mean, they're trying, I think like most Republicans, they're just trying to make it so that America goes back to becoming instead of like a service economy, becoming like an
Right.
actual what's the other word for it? Like a
Production economy. Yeah,
yeah, like
manufacturing
a
economy.
production economy.
Yeah, to have energy,
Yeah,
to have manufacturing, to control the supply chains. Yeah, it's just
which it
doesn't
should
it takes
be.
a yeah, but it takes time. And it's like, China took forever to get to the point they're in, and they were in a pretty
Yeah,
like dire straits for a while. So
it's just that China never hasn't really like they're where America was like 50 years ago.
yeah,
Like they're not
yeah.
they're just now developing a service economy with like
Hmm.
highly educated workers and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is what
Whereas
is
like,
interesting
for a
that
long
it's
time.
it's kind of like history repeats itself, but it's always different. Like it's like they're in the same position in America, but they have such a different like political and cultural system that it's like, what is it even gonna turn into? You know what I'm saying? Like if when because
Yeah.
I would say even when, like not even if, when they do become like the leading power, if they're not already, like yeah, what is that like? What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense because they don't
Yeah.
work the
It's just
same as an
like
American.
it's the same thing is like you get everything that you get in America. It's like
Hmm.
the life cycle of the empire stays the
Right.
same. It's just that
It just
obviously
looks
because of
different. Yeah.
their socialism aspects, they're probably gonna have like much less liberties, like
Yeah,
human.
but that's what I think is also interesting. That because I think philosophically and culturally they're so different, it kind of like socialism works better there. Like, because they in itself, the society is like from like Maoism and stuff. Like they're very respectful of tradition. They're very respectful of like the community in the sense of like they got less sense of individualism than in Western cultures and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't seem like it bothers them that much. But maybe not. Maybe I'm just speaking. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm definitely
And
speaking from
also like you
ignorance.
gotta
But
think you gotta think like they are like they're not a they're a dictatorship in that the president
right.
is the president for life, but
Yeah.
they're very much like a hybrid like of us where it's like
Mm-hmm.
people are still like theoretically free. They can
Yeah.
pursue education.
Yeah.
They invest in their economy. They have investments like they open investments up to the public, like all this stuff. So it's like a hybrid of socialism, like
Yeah.
cultural socialism mixed with like economic capitalism and or democracy, you know?
Yeah, it's almost more of a, it's like, it doesn't look like it on the outside, but it's like a monarchy even. Like, it's just like a guy that is ruling
Hmm.
the nation, but it doesn't mean, like,
Yeah.
as long as they're doing a good job, like, if the ruler is allowing economic freedom, it's gonna turn into what it has happened. It's turned into a stronger economic uh,
Yeah.
power, which is, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not even like socialist in that respect. It has a socialist origin. Same thing with, like, that's why, like, I feel like the way Russia has been shown, I mean, now with, like, the conflict and stuff, but, like, the point that I got to that is like Russia is not even communist like that anymore. It's just again another. It seems like another
No, not at all. Yeah.
authoritarian monarchy type of thing. It's just a
Yeah.
guy
That's
ruling
the
the
part of
nation.
it that's bad, you know? Like they are authoritarian, so
Right.
it's like at the end
Yeah.
of the day, any progress or any like quality of living can instantly be taken away, you know? Like
Yeah.
Stalin is a perfect example. Like he
Mm.
revolutionized Russia, turned
Hmm.
them into an industrial superpower within 5 years. Like that's never been done before.
Mm.
Obviously, it's on the back of like millions of people dying because of that aspect of, he was a dictator and it was socialism slash communism. I think it was communism, right? It wasn't socialism under
Yeah.
Stalin.
Straight up
Socialism didn't exist.
communism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, you can definitely have progress and fast progress because again, you're not thinking about the like the human rights part of it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, eventually everything comes to an end when they just decide to,
So speaking
kill
of
their own
that, I
people
don't
or whatever.
understand when you sent me this earlier, and I'm looking at the guy talking about China becoming the next big power, and he doesn't own any China stuff, and he owns the S&P. So that kind of confused me when I looked at that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he's not he just made a claim. He's just making economic like his claims are more like about
Yeah, but
economic
like,
trends,
like,
societal trends and stuff.
no, I get that,
Yeah,
I
he
get
owns no
that.
China. Yeah, he owns
But
no
it's just
China.
interesting. Not only doesn't he own any China, he owns like the major American stuff. Like he owns more America than any other of these people. Like even more
Yeah,
than, I
those are
mean,
very
maybe
boring.
maybe Buffett is up there with him actually. But look, the S&P, the iShares, I don't what is this? Like technology sector or something like that. And then
That's S. The first one is S&P. The second one is, I think, it's a global. It's a global fund. Hold on, let me just double check
Yeah,
that.
iShares Core, no, S&P 500, but then the third one might be, which is no,
Oh yeah,
emerging
it's
markets.
also.
Okay, emerging markets where he has here. But
So yeah, so there you go.
what is emerging
They don't own
markets?
China, but they do own a ton of
Yeah,
emerging markets.
but like, but then Alphabet, like Google, Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, AMD. It's like,
Yeah,
when do
this
we
is
even?
interesting.
Right.
This is interesting because it's so interesting. Like he owns
It's so
like
American.
all
Like
those
it's
companies. Yeah, but
ah
I'm saying what's even more interesting is
ah
like he owns the S&P,
and the
which is made up
companies.
like 60-70% of those companies that he also owns, which is interesting.
I think the strategy from what because I read the book, the one of the books that he did, like I don't remember the name, whatever, but he talks about kind of like, and I think that's what it looks like here, which is like, this is the bulk, and then he's balancing, he's doing like underweight, overweight with this. So it's like he's
Hmm.
owning Alphabet and Alphabet again, but this is kind of like to balance it so that he has more weight on it, and this like it's just
On
the,
Alphabet, yeah.
yeah, and this is
Yeah,
kind of just
pretty
the
smart.
bulk of it. Yeah, that like, yeah, he's owning America, and then through the S&P, and then just balancing it with these other holdings.
What do you think's is cheaper amongst the top names?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Cheapest?
No,
Altria, bro.
like yeah, balancing it with like what do you think's is cheaper
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Mag 7, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like he thinks go back up? Yeah, he
Yeah.
thinks like Google is the cheapest, then
Yep.
Meta, which I agree with. Actually, Meta kind of has ran a lot, but
Let's see.
Google is
Google
still
stock.
relatively cheap compared to the other ones.
20, yeah, 20 P, and in like with the stronghold they have on
23.
YouTube. Yeah.
No,
Let's see.
100%. The issue with those companies is that their their capex projections for the next year are extremely high because it's like what we were talking about 2 weeks ago. Everybody's kind of expecting to invest very heavily in AI.
Yeah. Do you remember this dip here when everybody was going crazy that he was gonna go for when they changed the
Yeah,
name and all that?
we bought
Bro.
it. We bought it
I know, I
we bought it
know.
like 7.
I was arguing with Kingsley about this, and then he sent me like a year and a half later when the stock was here. He's like sending me some articles about Meta and stuff. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, man.
I
It's
mean,
like it's so easy. And let me tell you, it's so
mhm.
easy to fall into that
Yeah.
mindset of like when it's bad, it's like everyone's telling you why it's bad, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. No, it's really easy
It
to
gets
find that.
yeah, it's so hard to hold, you know, like with everything. For me, for so long with the Chinese companies, was like
Oh yeah, I
it
remember
was
that.
it was just going back and forth in my head of like if I should own them or not, and you know,
Yeah, because it's like
it,
that's the
it
thing that
again it is
like
undependent peak volumes.
I remember when reading security analysis of the intelligent investors, like he talks about like, what I'm saying, like people just like that crazy guy, but it's like when he puts it in those terms, like it's some like, type of like maniac, right? The maniac that's trying to, he doesn't show it in a way that it's really well argumented. Like that maniac that comes and tells you like, China is gonna, it's a really risky investment, or tells you that, Meta is gonna go down because they're betting on this. They're very well argumented, and that's the thing that makes it really hard to. It's like a lot of people telling you that you're wrong and actually giving really good arguments and actually backing it with a lot of money, and being like, and then you're like there looking at it and be like, okay, maybe if these people with a lot of money, with a lot of analysts and stuff are like, yeah, no, this is clearly wrong, but then those same people, they completely turn it around. So it's like that's kind of the thing. It's like they tell you
Yeah,
about it, but they don't tell you how,
public
how strong
public
the argument is.
perception changes constantly,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like again going back to the book, they they say like over the short term the stock market is a voting machine, but then over the long term it's a weighing
Mm.
machine. So
Oh,
it's like that just holds true through generations, you know? Like if the business fundamentals are there,
okay.
then all you have to do is wait. Obviously it's going to be difficult, you know, the psychological aspect of it, but then 9 times out of, well, nine, I shouldn't use like statistics, but it usually works out well, you know?
Yeah, but wait, can you elaborate on that? Because I don't remember that, but it sounds like it rings true, but I don't quite understand. What do you mean it's like a voting machine in the long term and a weighing machine in the short term?
No, voting machine in the short term, weighing machine in the long term. So like in the short term, the voting machine will bid up or down the prices of companies depending
Oh,
solely on public perception, right?
ah,
Like
okay,
people vote with their dollars in the short term,
Uh-huh.
And then in the long term, the weight it just means the fundamental, right? Like the fundamental base of the
Oh,
asset
okay,
will
okay,
stay.
okay.
And then
Right,
as long
right.
as that weight is getting heavier and heavier, but yeah, that's what, essentially what
Got
it
it, got it.
means.
Yeah, like what that would be the argument for investing in the long term in terms instead of actually trying to right, because it also is like what we were talking about in previous episodes of if you're looking at the short term, then what you're really trying to analyze is not the companies, is the people in the market and like, oh, are they gonna buy, are they gonna sell? But if you in the long term, then you're trying to actually weigh the companies to see
Yeah.
which one is the
What is the
chicken.
company worth?
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
or how much is the weigh in this case, and then you can never be wrong, really, if you know what the company's worth. It's never gonna, I don't think a company will ever trade at below what they produce in earnings in 1 year, because that would be
Hmm.
just absurd. You know what I mean?
He
There would
owns
have to be some
Pinterest.
crazy.
He
Oh,
owns
this is Ray Dalio still.
Yeah, he owns Pinterest and RobinHood.
Hmm.
Interesting. What the hell is
Yeah,
that about?
this is interesting because I thought Ray Dalio had a big position in waste management.
Oh, as a
It's like his
sector, or is
big
it a company, Waste Management?
waste management is a company. They're trash. They're like a, I mean, waste management company,
Right.
basically. But yeah, I thought that was like one of his biggest positions.
Huh. Constellation. Those are the people that own Modelo, right?
Yeah, No, no, this
Oh,
is
Energy. Oh,
a
this is a different one.
energy company. Yeah, Constellation Brands owns
Yeah.
Modelo and all those companies.
Vistra. What the hell are these people? But then also, first of all, why Pinterest? 15 P. Okay, maybe that's fine.
Might be cheap. Yeah, might be cheap.
And then what's the other one? Robinhood. Yeah, remember the Mania? Do people? I mean, yeah, probably. There must be. There might be.
No,
There must
Robinhood
be.
is a fantastic brokerage. It's just I don't.
Okay.
Their quality of product, their suite of products is really good. It's expanding.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going anywhere. They provide like a very competitive product, and it's definitely up there. If you're talking about Robinhood's whole thing that
Yeah.
they offer the same things as Schwab and as IBKR and as all the big name brokerage firms, but they're like expanding into credit cards. They're expanding into IRAs, bank accounts. They do crypto, obviously, which not a lot of brokerages do yet.
Hmm.
So they're very good. I just don't like them because I think their research products are really bad.
Right. Okay.
Because it's very much like what you get for the quality of a company that was built on by people that understand the internet.
Hmm.
You also get a lot of like the internetification of stuff. So like, it's like they'll make like essentially their research is like tweets. Like they have like blurbs of things that, famous publications say instead of like an actual in-depth report like instead of like the Morningstar report, they'll
Hmm.
have like two lines from a Morningstar report on the page of the stock, so their
Yeah.
research is not good, but everything else is really good, and then obviously I think over time their research will just get better.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out
Hood
because,
doesn't make any money.
but it says here PE of 33. So I'm like, how the hell are we getting a PE if they don't have any money?
Yeah,
Oh no,
I mean
no, they
they
did. They
make
did.
money.
Look at this. Yeah. 2024.
2024, yeah.
They turned it
I'm saying like for a
around.
while they weren't making
No,
money.
yeah, yeah. No, that's why it's
Also
like when I
like
was looking at ROI, it's like it looked like they didn't have any income. But then I'm looking at that PE,
yeah,
so I'm like, yeah,
you're missing a year,
156.
I remember.
Golly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see here. Yeah, they seem to
Um,
be doing fine.
they
Look at the last.
yeah. Well, with this kind of company, you gotta value it on like their balance sheet is more important than.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, brokerages, is it? I forget. I think for brokerages, actually, it is
Banks,
their
it definitely
earnings.
is the balance sheet. Like you gotta just check.
Yeah, yeah. For
But
banks, it is.
for
I assume
brokers,
for
I
brokerages
wonder.
it is, but the only reason I'm saying maybe not is because I went through these companies like a few weeks ago,
Hmm.
and I found that IBKR, Schwab, and these guys do not trade anywhere near their book values, whereas like normal banks do.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, because I don't think they have holdings like that. So this okay.
Yeah,
Let
like
me.
look at their equity. It's $8 a share. Like that's way lower than the price of the company. Oh, say please to ChatGPT.
You're right. It just takes time to dive it.
Oh,
Why you gotta put it like this? I guess whatever. Cash.
you
I
know,
mean, they have
apparently Guac.
$4.3 billion in cash, but yeah, probably because they just because
You
of
have to look
the
at their deposits. Their
yeah
deposits are their biggest thing.
and the federal under regulations. Yeah, so they actually have more cash than the federal. Oh wait, but these are separate piles.
Same thing.
Or oh, yeah, I was trying to
It's the
compare.
same thing. It's just like a little bit more, through
Okay.
300 million more.
Receivables from brokers and dealers. Oh, probably that's what's going in
Yeah,
there actually. There's
yeah, there you go.
securities book.
Receivables from users. I
Yeah,
think
8.3 billion.
that's their deposits,
No, this is
right?
receivables. This is probably money that is flowing, that is gonna become
Yeah,
deposits.
where are their
But
receivables?
that's a
I mean, their
lot.
deposits.
Here, deposits with clear organi. Oh no, but this is with clear
No,
organizations. No. This is their deposit. I think it's in general. It's somewhere here. Or would it be? No, that we consider a liability, right?
no,
They will
that
have
would
it. They will
be
have it on
restricted
liabilities.
cash.
Deposits on the bank are liabilities because they gotta pay them back, right?
Yeah.
Payables to users. 7. Yeah, so it is
No.
pretty much the same as receivables from users, right? I mean, yeah, they're basically having more money coming in. That's what that means, and they have to shelf out, I suppose. I don't really know how brokerage works, to be honest.
See, I've never owned a brokerage.
Securities loaned. Damn. Action says repurchase obligation. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they seem to be doing fine. As Trump Bitcoin rally fuels earnings boom.
Oh yeah, we don't know. I don't know what really I think about the value of the company, but if
Right.
you're asking me, yeah, like I think the
Hey,
company's gonna be here for a long time.
hey, what's up,
They're a great
Juanito?
business.
Sorry, yeah, we just got here. How you doing, brother? And brother, hope the work is going on. Yeah, today we're focusing on Friday evenings. We would focus on just talking about finance a bit, reminiscing the past, focusing on how things are going now. But yeah, we're just analyzing holdings in different funds, like famous ones like Berkshire Hathaway, the one Warren Buffett owns, and then we have Bridgewater Associates with Ray Dalio, and just checking their holdings and kind of trying to figure out why they own them or
Great
if they're
companies,
interesting.
but
Wait, what you say?
actually, no, I'm still curious about the waste management position.
Oh yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna look it up.
Bridgewater Associates Waste Man. How you doing, by the way, Juanito? Waste management. Waste management transactions. Wait, these are the
Uh,
actual transactions? They sold some shares? Not too bad,
I don't
thank
know.
you. Oh, you're gonna bed soon, Juanito? Yeah, I gotta rest, gotta rest. Because you're in the UK, right? So yeah, it's probably late for you too. Same as me. Um, yeah, it seems like they're still holding. I mean, they sold and bought in quarter. Well,
It just said at the top that their position is 0.
oh,
Current value holding 0.
oh, never mind. Yeah, okay, they did just sell, but they had just bought them like a quarter before, and then they sold them at a lower range, right? But not really at a lower range, at the same range. But what is this? Why does it look like they? I guess this is not. Wait, what? Oh, this is the price of the stock, right?
Yeah, the thing on the top is the sell or the buy, according to this metric, but I don't know if I can trust this random. Like, what is stock circle, you know?
Yeah, superb. They probably just check the filings. Their filings when they do this stuff. It's just lagging. It's quarter 3 of 24.
Yeah, go back to the first thing with all his holdings,
Yeah.
and then go back. Click the. Oh wait, I sent you just this, right? Yeah, compare Q4
Compared to
to.
Q3, right?
Yeah,
Which is when he sold. Yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
Watch the ad. Oh my God.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Watch the ad, dude.
Oh.
Give those people some money.
Support. What is the sticker for
Support
this thing?
them. WM.
W. WM.
Just sort by. Oh, okay.
WM.
Yeah, he didn't own it. Oh wait, there's a lot. He has a lot of holdings, man.
No, but no. Maybe.
Go
Okay, let's go
down.
another quarter. Oh. WM, you say,
Yeah,
right?
go back a quarter. Go back a few quarters.
Well, now I already did this one. Let me check.
Mhm.
It's inverse. So yeah, here it is. Yeah, they own in 42
So this,
2024.
so this is where he sold everything.
Yeah,
Look, it says the
100%.
change is negative 100%. Yeah, he sold the rest of his shares.
But was this
Wow.
really much of a
No, he probably it was unloading over time, but he's owned this company since 2002. Like he's the biggest name that
hmm.
owned Waste Management through the last 20 years.
How's it going, Kisun? Welcome to the stream. You up for movie time? Got a
Yeah.
video you may enjoy. Okay, I'll check it out in a second. Thank you, Juanita.
So it seems like just waste. So it seems like this guy is really just a proxy for the S&P at this
Pretty
point in
much.
his career. I mean, it makes sense. He's older. He's more of like a celebrity now, I feel like.
Yeah, also, who knows if he's really managing this? But I just find it really funny because he has all those videos about the change in world order, but then he doesn't do
Yeah.
that with it. But I guess, yeah, if it's a different, like, yeah, he can have, again, like what you were saying, an economic view, and then what he's doing here is managing money for people. So,
No, this is not man. This is a fund. Like this is his fund.
yeah, like it's not his money. Maybe his own money is doing a different thing, but this is fun. This is fun. Oh, you're saying that this is not managing money for other people? I think it is. No?
No, this is a fund. So like he just has investors. He's not managing anybody's money.
Oh,
He's just investing in whatever he likes, whatever he thinks will outperform the market.
oh, okay.
Because wealth management is like it's a little different. It's like you're gonna buy based on the risk profile of the individual, whereas this is like you just want to outperform. Like he has
Yeah, but people put money into his fund. Like it's not like he charges
yeah,
fees
yeah, yeah.
for
I'm
that.
saying it's a technical thing. Like wealth management versus fund investing is different. Like wealth management
Okay.
is you talk to a financial advisor,
No,
you
yeah,
tell
yeah.
him your risk preferences, when you want to retire, when do you want to draw money, and all this kind of stuff. This is more
Mhm.
just we want to buy things that will outperform the market. We're
Yeah.
not interested in paying people out or anything like that.
Yeah, so this is what I'm like confused about what you're saying because the guy they didn't, according to this too, like they didn't own waste management until quarter two. So it's like this. They bought these shares and they sold them, but then they
Uh,
had
they bought,
but
they
what
bought,
what you
yeah,
yeah,
they
what
were
you're talking
buying
about is
shares.
more like this. In 2023 is when they sold the majority of their position they have been buying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like they have been buying here. Well, yeah, yeah, they have been building a position and then
If
they
you go
started
back 20
offloading.
years, they probably have like a ton of buys.
Yeah, look at that.
So they've been,
It's pretty
I
good
mean, he
website.
balanced his position probably. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. The buys coincide with, no, it's pretty scattered. Yeah, yeah. He's just probably just bought when he thought it was cheap and then sold when he thought it was a little bit overvalued.
Yeah, I mean he does a lot of like he has a lot of computers behind the way he
Hmm.
trades. So maybe it's just like an averaging
Okay,
thing.
so this is a pretty boring one. I think we can skip it. Dalio is just not doing anything. I mean, it makes sense. You would rather protect
Yeah, he
your
probably is doing
history
the right thing. Yeah,
over
like
over
it's doing what
performance.
we
Yeah,
talked about in the first episode of just like invest, like put your money in a safe place that gives you good dividends. I mean, with some growth actually. This guy's just also balancing on growth. But again, by owning like
yeah. Check
22%
his
just in the
check
S&P.
his new position,
New
like the
position? What do you-
change, the change. No, if you
Oh,
were
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, here, right? Lamb Research, Arista, Tesla. Oh, Tesla. Who's
yeah,
Tesla?
but it's nothing. These
Yeah,
are all
like he's
small
now.
buys.
Oh, okay. So we gotta kind of have to. We gotta do. Is there a way I can filter now? Okay.
Well,
What?
there's more. No, no,
No,
you can just go down.
yeah, I was just wondering how to know the size of these things relative to the size of the company they buy. You know, saying like how many shares are they buying? But
Well, the
like,
shares are on the top.
yeah, I know,
So
but
that's
like, I don't know what that is relative to the size.
the
You know,
size
what I'm
of the
saying like
company.
what percentage of the
Yeah,
company are buying? You know, so
you
a
can
percentage
you
of the
can
fund.
find it, but yeah, it'll just take a while.
Yeah, yeah, it's not. I don't want to. I wanted to just have it on the table, I
You should
suppose.
just look at it based on the size of his
Oracle,
of his shit, of his thing.
Moderna,
Like
Brookfield Service Now,
everybody right now, I saw Grab there. Yeah, everybody is going crazy about Grab right now on X.
Grab Holdings. I mean, he did buy it.
Yeah,
It seems like a sizable.
he
What
bought a
did they
good
buy?
amount. I mean, no, but it's a small cap. And
Hmm.
also it trades at like $5.
Yeah. What did
Yeah,
they? What is
Uber
19
Uber owns
billion?
like 20% of this company.
Singaporean.
Mm-hmm.
A bad investment. You know, lifts grab stock rating to overweight. Sets 560
I
target.
have a tweet about it where there's a guy that summarizes what they do and stuff if you're interested, but it's not really that important, honestly. They're just like a Singaporean Uber,
Mm-hmm.
but they're more of a super app than Uber in that they have like payments, they're a bank, all this kind of stuff, you know.
Oh, okay.
They
Says,
do financial services.
Juanito said, check out TKO Group for me while you're at it. Let's see. TKO Group. Do you know these people?
No.
Premium
Oh,
sports and sports
Goose.
entertainment company. Comprised UFC. Oh, wait. They own this, the UFC? I thought that was a Dana White thing.
It's Dana White, but it's a different name.
Vince McMahon. Man, this
What's his name?
WWE. Oh, this is the WWE
Ember,
thing.
Ember or something?
And the UFC. Oh,
Ember.
wow.
The
Um,
name of the
Endeavor?
UFC's holding company is
Endeavor, the parent
maybe.
organization. Endeavor Sports Entertainment.
Yeah,
IMG
yeah.
TKO, Open Bet. Damn, so this is like an umbrella of everything pretty much, huh? Well, okay, yeah. Type website. Just blank.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, we could look at it for him and see if it's worth buying right now.
Take the holdings and whatnot for me. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
But if these
go to like
people
Roy.
hold, or this would be more like, let's just go to Roy. We can also
Yeah, go to
check Roy.
Roy, and then we can figure out what they own later. First, let's see if they
But
are
these
making any
people,
money.
even though they say holding, this is not like a fund, right? Or, I mean, they
No,
just,
no, no.
right,
It's not a
right,
fund. It's not a fund. It's a company.
right, right. TKO Group Holdings summary.
Financials, bro.
Okay, I guess I was just gonna look at the financials here, the main ones. Let us do it. Financials. This is
This one
1
has
year
like B
late, but
rate.
yeah. Sales revenue. Yeah, I mean, it continues to grow pretty well. Gross
Right now,
profit. I want to see the margins. Operating income. No, slow down there. Pre-tax income.
this is overvalued.
What's the ratio on these people? Oh, wait, why there's no
27
P?
billion.
Mm-mm-mm.
Go to their cash flow. Yeah, 200 million in earnings is really bad. It's like,
Like they
what
have
is
low
that,
margins, right?
100 P? 100 P?
Oh, I see. On 2023, well, we gotta check on what the EPS is right now, but I guess we can go to ChatGPT for that.
Cash
Cash
flow is a
flow,
lot better. Why? Let me see.
free
Go
cash
back
flow,
up.
420.
Yeah, go back up. Right here. What do they have? They have a pretty big depreciation expense. Or actually, yeah, because amortization as well, and they probably have a ton of content, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stock-based
Mm-mm-mm.
comp is 60 million, not terrible. What's Yeah, looks like they just have a big depreciation expense or amortization. If you like check their balance sheet, they have a lot of intangible assets.
Short-term investments, accounts receivable, inventories, other inventory, I guess. No, that's other short-term assets.
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
here,
they have
here.
a ton of tangible assets and goodwill.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the
Yeah, not
content.
great. Not great.
I mean, again, I just don't. I mean, anytime that they have impairments like that, or sorry, amortizations and that, I think that they just mostly do it for tax reasons. Because how do you even value
100%.
content?
It's not bad, but then their cash flow is still at a 50x multiple,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
factoring in that they're not paying. Obviously, it's like a
But this is
non-cash charge.
this. I mean, this is current. This is like a year ago numbers, right? So
Yeah, but it's not going to be that much better.
yeah. All right, let's see.
I mean, if, let's say 30% growth, and you get, what, like 30 times free cash flow? Which I guess not too bad.
Let's see. Current valuation ratios, and then 58 per share. Price to earning of 53. Yeah. Price to sales of 4.8. Price to book of 3. And enterprise to EBITDA. Now, can you just give me How
Free
about
cash flow.
price to free cash flow?
Less, like 30, 25.
25. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, for the growth, it's not the worst. You know, if
Yeah.
somebody, if the guy in chat likes the
Yeah,
company,
Conjito.
yeah, then it's not a terrible price to get it at.
They've been public for a while, right?
No,
No. Ah. Well, yeah. I guess the UFC
less
is
than
not that
a
long.
year.
Yeah. Well.
Well, this is
Oh, but we
probably a
got the numbers. So look at that. Yeah. Since 2015, just been growing, and then in the past, wow, yeah, this past year especially, 46% growth.
big growth because of Logan Paul, man.
Is he really just carrying the WWE like that?
I mean, from what I see, he's in all of them. And then he brings a lot of eyeballs because he brings a lot of other social media, like Speed went on
Right. Oh, really?
and got yeah, Speed got like TKO'd or something or whatever I'm not too familiar with the moves or anything like that, but
Hmm.
they threw him on a table
RKO?
and body
Like they
slammed
did like
him.
a reverse KO? Or no?
Something, yeah, they threw him off onto
Something.
a table
Oh,
and
okay.
broke the table. Like he got really hurt, dude. Like it's
Oh, yeah,
actually
actually
crazy.
got, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is a
Yeah,
table.
he got really hurt. Uh, so yeah, maybe that's helping them, you know.
Yeah. So yeah,
And it
good
seems as if
growth, overpriced, as usual with this good growth that everybody's paying attention to.
yeah, good growth and decent price. Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad,
All right.
not
And then
great,
what do they own
but it
exactly
can
though? Now I
be
want to
like
know.
yeah. Check out
What
subsidiaries.
does TKO Group own? Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. World Wrestling, WWE, and the UFC. That's mainly the main thing, right? What else? McMahon. So this is the guy behind the guy.
But this guy owns this.
I mean, right? I don't know. Oh, he founded
This
it.
is the guy. Isn't this the guy that
Ari,
announces the people?
Ari, and Vince McMahon.
Isn't Vince McMahon the guy that?
Yeah. But that's the thing that like I knew from the beginning. Like he started WWE, and that's why his character in WWE is like the guy with the suit always. Like he is like how funny is that? How great too. Like he started the whole thing, and then he is the one hiring the fighters, but then he also participates in the fights. So he's like the boss, right? Showing up actually and like wrestling them,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's,
cool, dude.
yeah, no, that's super cool. Uh, I
Oh,
saw in
so
some
so
video about it. It
actually,
was cool. Yeah.
I actually look. The owner is Endeavor.
Here, yeah.
Endeavor owns
51%.
that
Yeah.
and their whole umbrella plus
Hmm.
WWE shareholders. So this was a spin-off,
Oh wow, these
and then
people, yeah. Oh, but this they're like they have like they represent people too. They represent the NFL
they
and
own a
the
lot.
NHL.
Yeah,
Majority
yeah, okay.
owner of this too. Oh, okay, so basically the owners of that, but then they do a lot of like media stuff with sports. They probably own some bettings, I assume too, right? Talents and
Yeah,
literary
they probably have.
agencies.
They
That's
probably
what
have
they.
some sports book under their name.
It will
If
make
they
sense.
do they own MGM? I saw something about they own some casinos or something.
Uh,
Um,
Film and
oh
television
no,
company, fifth season.
no.
Nah. WME.
That's
Alright.
WWE. Oh,
Professional bull riders. Nice. E-League. So yeah, like they're like the Republican sports behemoth, basically, right? Like basically.
sure. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
Good
not bad
Morning
though.
America. Yeah, whatever.
And they have a nice business model because of pay-per-view. They're not like most content rights organizations.
Yeah, there it is. Open bet. IMG Arena. And oh wait. Announced
Yeah,
plans
there you
to
go.
put its
Yeah.
sports betting business. Oh, so they're thinking of selling Open Bet IMG Arena.
Okay. Cool.
Announcement to
All right.
divest. Okay, yeah. Let's keep checking
Let's
these
talk
holdings.
about another 13F. Yeah, let's get off this guy.
Okay.
He's
The
too
Rock.
he's too broad for it to be interesting. Like you'll see that all the other guys, they don't
Mhm.
have more than like 20 holdings. This guy is
Yeah,
just an S&P proxy at this point of his career.
Mr. Mojito is also saying like The Rock came on board as a board member shareholder a year ago. Was curious of his effect. The Rock came as a, I mean, it makes sense, kind of.
And that's just because he's super rich.
Yeah, and he's
They
on
don't
the
just
whole
have a bigger.
WWE, but yeah, he's probably not.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just wants to be part of
I'd
it.
say the key is it really is. I was joking, but
Uh-huh.
I think Logan Paul is probably a big reason why their revenue grew so much last year. Like he
Yeah, in
really is
general, like
bringing a lot of
opening up
eyeballs.
WWE to like younger people, right, and YouTube kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
and they
found
have him.
interesting?
He's a villain, which is cool.
Oh,
It
right.
fits the character.
And yeah, he knows how to play it too. I mean, his brother's better, but at the same time, they're both pretty good at just playing the villain.
They're both awesome at it. I mean, he just
Yeah.
scams people and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the
He's
whole
worse.
thing.
Dude, everybody for a
Uh-huh.
long time thought that Jake was worse because he's crazier or whatever.
Yeah,
Like he does
no,
crazy stuff.
yeah.
Logan is like definitely more morally ambiguous than Jake
Yeah,
Paul.
yeah, 100%. No, I agree with that. I
He's
just meant
better than
like
both.
better at playing the villain, but yeah, I guess Logan Paul is just more of a villain.
Yeah. CoffeeZilla made a YouTube video about him.
Yeah,
He
I
like
saw
did
that.
some snake thing where he complimented him and said like I agree and I'm trying to help people and then behind closed
Yeah,
doors was just suing CoffeeZilla the whole time.
I remember that too. Yeah, I mean, they don't.
Yeah,
So I
it's still
remember that
ongoing.
the first time when he like had the whole thing with the when they found that suicide guy in the middle of the forest or whatever, and then like it seemed like it was the end, and then he just keeps bouncing back. I think that moment kind of was the switch for him, which is like it doesn't matter. He's like it doesn't matter. Like people forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%, yeah. I mean, he's like an internet veteran, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But what was I gonna say? The thing that I found interesting, speaking of board members and stuff, is that Dana White going into the board of Meta. Like, is that like a
Of Meta?
brand? Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
Dana
guess I
White
mean it's
in
not like the
Meta board of
boards are like
directors.
weird like that.
Yeah, I mean he's like an advisor, but like why? You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think it's just like he's trying to clean his image type of thing. But like
Well, Mark
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg is really into fighting.
Oh, well, that's that too. But it's like, but that's not a reason to join, right? Meta
And he's
today
really good
announced
friends.
Dana White, John Elkin, and Charlie Songhurst. I don't know those other two. Company's board of
Yeah.
directors.
I assume their board is huge, right? Like they probably
Oh, I don't know.
have like hundreds of board seats and
No,
that's why it's like
no, no way, no way.
yeah,
Yeah,
look.
100 of direct. How are
Not
you gonna
maybe
have?
not yeah, maybe not hundreds, maybe not hundreds, but like a lot more than you would think. Like I
No,
would think
no
like eight,
way.
but I'm thinking it's closer to like
33.
30.
Yeah, you're not that wrong. 33. Damn.
Exactly. So he's like
And
a
advice. But yeah,
national
but on
level.
what capacity is what I'm trying to figure out. I've never been interested in joining a board of
Yeah.
directors. I am a huge believer in social media and AI are the future. Okay. I'm very excited to join this incredible team. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
like
blah,
just
blah.
like a personality hire, you know?
Yeah, it seems to be. I'm going to contribute, but it's an advisory group of in
Good for
first
the
10.
image of the company.
President and CEO of the UFC. Okay, under White's leadership, yeah, they're just seeing the background. Oh, because. Nah, yeah, they're not going to say what the hell it's for. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's like a
Well,
personal
he
thing.
does he has business savvy clearly, even though he seems like a meathead.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
obviously
Dana
knows how to make
White? No, I
money
don't think. Yeah, I think
into
he's
his
really smart. I
content.
just wonder what's the alignment with Meta. Like, I'm not saying he's not a great businessman. He definitely is. It's just what the hell is
Yeah,
the?
it's what I said. Like, it's literally a personality hire situation, you know?
Okay, yeah, just to have
Like,
him
dude,
and
you know,
hear him.
like Tesla's board, like one of their people is Elon Musk's brother, and that guy has no professional
Mm.
background whatsoever, you know?
Yeah, it's just to have that guy talking and like help with the decisions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a figurehead. Like, he's just good for public image. You know, he's really close friends with Zuckerberg, and like they've had good conversations. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. That makes sense.
so that's all it really needs to be at that point.
Yeah, Juanito, 33, right? Yeah, it's why I would have never imagined 33 directors. Yeah, they probably, yeah, again, it's like they probably don't even ever meet all together and try to make decisions. They just, most, like the main ones probably delegate to the actual management, like CEOs and CFOs and whatever. And then the rest are just like there to get together and kind of look at the numbers, like a group of friends, really just figuring out what they're gonna
Exactly.
do. Okay,
Dude, it
let's
happens
check.
all the time. It happens
What?
all the time that like really famous people get on the boards of like who's that guy? Like Larry Ellison, who's
Hmm.
the founder of Oracle, I believe, is
Yeah,
on the
I think so.
he's kind of like a celebrity
Okay.
in England. Am I thinking about the
And
same guy? Maybe.
he put
Who's the guy
them.
that owns Virgin? Richard
Oh
Branson.
no, yeah,
Whatever.
Richard Branson. I
Richard
think yeah,
Branson.
that guy is weird. It's like I have this. Sometimes I think he's great. Other times I think he's like not the smartest guy out there. But
Yeah, Richard Branson is on the boards of a lot of companies just because he's Richard Branson, you know?
yeah, why is he like? Yeah, why is he like? This is the thing. It's like he has like a vibe of a rock star, but he's just like a business guy, right? Like he seems like if I saw this
I mean,
guy, just I'm like,
have you seen Jack Dorsey recently, bro?
oh no, but I
He
mean
looks
that.
like he's homeless. He
Yeah,
looks
Jack
like
Dorsey
he's
looks
only got drugs.
like a cook. Yeah,
And also like the stuff that that he posts. Now these are old pictures. That one on the right
yeah,
with the orange
yeah.
shirt is what he looks like now.
Nah, yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, he's like doing
If
like a
you read
bunch
about
of.
him, he's absolutely ridiculous. Like he's like, we'll just first of all, back when he was the CEO of two separate public companies, he posted like a video I remember of himself like saying that sometimes he'll just go to a retreat for like a week
Mhm,
with no phone, no computer, no nothing
mhm.
in the middle of the desert and just like think. Like and in my mind I'm like, yeah, I mean that's cool. It's like or he's aura farming for sure. But I'm like, he's also the
Or a
CEO.
farming. Or a
Yeah,
farming.
it's like the whole video was an aura farm, you know. It was like super quiet. He's like super quiet. It's like I like to meditate, and I'm like, bro, don't you run two multi-billion-dollar companies at the
Yeah,
same time? Like, get back to like, you know what I mean? Like, don't
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
but
you oh
yeah,
never.
this shirt reminds me that like yeah, he's much into that. Like he wants to kind of use crypto to like kind of help third world countries or something. I mean, I don't quite know what he's thinks about it. Yeah, because it seems like yeah, like
Block,
aura
block,
farming.
block, which is the name of Square now,
Uh-huh.
is Block is
This
like a
doesn't load.
part of Square's holding company that their whole thing is that they make developer tools for people that want to build financial applications on Bitcoin network.
Hmm.
So that's really cool. And I don't know, it's very like, you know, right now it's super. I can't really. I don't know what they do really. You know. Um. But yeah, it's a cool idea. And then also I saw a, a post on X like recently that was giving evidence to say that he's the founder of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I just saw that right here. Actually, I didn't give it much weight, but yeah, in theory of being him, so I mean, if that's the case, it was just maybe not.
Hold
No
on,
way, bro.
let me send you the tweet because
I
the
don't
tweet is
know.
like it's like 70 bullet points
Okay, okay.
of things that are like tying him to the
Might
creation of
actually be
Bitcoin.
Satoshi Nakamoto, Satoshi mastermind behind Bitcoin. This theory comes courtesy of Matthew Siegel, head of digital assets research and investment management firm VanEck. Firm is that the Twitter
Yeah.
co-founder secretly created the world's most famous cryptocurrency. In a series of posts on X, this probably you're talking. I mean, if it's an X link you're gonna send me, they don't work, bro. Like X doesn't work for me right now. I don't know why.
Still?
Still, look, I just did it here again.
Okay, I mean it doesn't matter. We're kind of getting
Yeah.
off topic.
Oh well, right. So whatever. I mean, that's
I
like
know that's what
our
we're all
whole
about.
shtick is that
That's
that
what
we
we're
get
all
off topic. But yeah, Berkshire Hathaway. Let's see. Let's see Warren Buffett. I mean, Warren Buffett is another semi-boring guy, but it's like yeah. I mean, he owns the big
Are you
boys
sorting by value? Yeah, right. This is sorted by value.
by percentage of holdings. Really, I don't know
Okay,
what you
yeah,
mean
same
value.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, that's good. That's good. So Apple's still his top holding. He's reduced his position by half. You know that, right? Like he used to be like 50% of his holdings were in Apple.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, like you're saying he's cut it a lot. Yeah, because probably overpriced. Wait, one
A
second. What is
lot.
this? Conjito, I think he wants me to just check out this video. Let me just pull out this.
Hey,
What
Bible
is?
lovers, I'm Tim
Oh
Nicholas. I'm going to
no
bring
no
you a
no no.
little bit of a
He was this guy loves Bibles, like as like a collector, and he keep sending me these review videos of Bibles. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna. He buys like $300 Bibles. So I'm like, I'm not gonna spend that much money on a Bible. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna watch a review on it again. He
What's
just
his
got
name?
one. He's really
Mojito?
excited. Conjito, yeah.
Mojito, like
He's
the drink.
from the UK. It's not a review. All right, let me check it out. Okay, I'm gonna give it
Do
another
they
a few
go
more
up?
Hey,
seconds.
Bible
Mojito,
lovers, I'm
do
Tim Nicholas,
Bibles
and
go
I'm
up in value?
The what? Bibles? I mean, I suppose it's like a collector's item. I mean, the one he sent me at first, they look good. They're like good books. I mean, they're like, but this is like this is 15 minutes talking about a premium Catholic Bible. I'm not like, I'm
What
not.
is this guy's shirt? Say,
This,
bruh, read your Bible.
bro, yeah, I didn't even see.
What?
Yeah, no, this
Let's
guy's like
continue.
reviews Bibles and stuff. But they look, I'm like,
Yeah,
again, they're like good quality, good leather and stuff. But I'm like, guys, just like, I'm not a collector of this stuff. But this is what they're just
they go up
talking.
in value, Mojito, or no?
Beautiful thing is that the heart of the
Look at that, but
first
it's a nice
miniature
view. Like,
Bible
it is a
was
nice book.
the
Look at that.
side you could read, you could get the
Yeah, there
colors
might
of
be
the 12.
value here. Maybe they go up in
And
value.
by
You
the
can
way,
sell them.
129.
But yeah, what are they? They're just gonna. Oh, this is Jeff Cavins too. Oh, I know this guy actually. I listened to some of his
Yeah, me too.
analysis. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love this guy.
Nichols World Bible Rules. Okay.
I gotta read the
So
chat.
the
Did he
first
answer my
premium Bible, Catholic Bible coming together. Oh, nice. Yeah, but again, as I told you, it's not even like it's again to me. It's like I told you. It's like to me, it's like a book that I find. What I find interesting is the content. Like I'm not like the guy that would buy a Bible and just have it for the sake of the book.
Oh, Jonito.
Like
Jonito, not Jonito.
oh, I'm the one saying Jonito. There's a double H there, no? How would you say your
No,
name?
I thought you were saying mojito, like the
No,
drink.
Jonito. I mean, I don't even know what it means. Like Mr. Jonito, Mr. Jonito,
So
Jonito. Maybe it's
I want to
Japanese.
know if the Bibles go up
Oh
in
yeah, yeah,
value or go
exactly.
down,
Do you buy it for no? But you, I mean, actually, I don't know. Do you buy them as a collector's item that's gonna go up in value, Mr. Jonito? Jonito
because I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I can trade.
for Bibles? No, they don't go up in value. So they
Uh,
devalued, and then yeah. But I mean, that's probably not like if you conserve them well, right? No, I mean maybe, right? But that's not. But that's not
no
the reason you buy
market.
them, right? Yeah, there's no market, I
There's no
suppose.
market for fancy.
No, yeah, I
Like
get
if you
that you
buy
don't
them
buy them for
super
that,
cool.
but yeah, I wonder if they go up in value. Because yeah, it's just like things like that. It's like I wouldn't spend that type of money. Again, it wouldn't even buy. So I wouldn't buy a watch. I wouldn't buy things like that. It's just like
Yeah,
if
but
I
imagine
buy,
we became Bible scalpers though.
you could be, you could be. I mean, there's a market for
Okay.
everything. But yeah, just not into that. The Codex Sasson cost 350 pounds in 1929 and is worth $50 million today. So yeah, so they can, yeah, you can get one of those. Codex
Oh, so they
Sasson,
do
yes
go
sir.
up in value.
Yeah, you got hit one of these Rolexes. Codex Sasson,
Nice.
1053.
This, this is alpha.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, yeah. This Aura 100.
This is alpha, dude. This is really alpha. You know, I'm telling
That's a
you,
big
like
book too. Is
you know,
this like
there's a
what
lady,
is it anyway? Is it like the first
the lady
translation or something like that?
that died in my house before we bought it. She left behind like a lot of first edition books.
Oh. And did you check their value? Did you been to one of those guys that they on
The
YouTube?
last time I the last time I looked at them was so long ago, but they're just in the garage.
Oh damn.
And she has I don't know any of them, but she does have like Moby Dick. What's the name of the
Hmm.
book? It's not called Moby
Moby
Dick. It's
Dick.
called
Yeah, yeah. No, it's called Moby Dick by
no,
Herman
the
Melville.
whale is called the whale is called Moby Dick. Isn't the book
The
called?
book is called, I guess you could say it's Moby Dick or the Great White Whale or something on the white whale. But the book is just named Moby Dick, like I said. We were talking about it the other day. I was telling this kid whose name is Ishmael, right? Ishmael, really, from the north of Spain. I'm like, have you read Moby Dick? And he's like, Moving Dick? I'm like, no, Moby Dick. And he's like, why Dick? I'm like, it's just the name. Moby Dick, you see? Or The Whale, yeah, by Herman Melville. So you had a first edition of Moby Dick?
I think so, if I remember correctly. The
That's
last
pretty
time we went
wild.
through them was so long ago. I have to go through them again to see. But she has like an encyclopedia that's like really old.
Wow.
You know, a lot of cool stuff.
Nice, nice. Maybe they're all worth
I gotta,
something.
I gotta check it out, yeah. Because the more we hold on to them, you know, obviously books like deteriorate, and we're not keeping them in. We have them in like plastic boxes in the garage, like they're not.
Yeah, that's why it's like unless you have an
Actually,
appreciation like Onito has for the thing, it's like that's why
yeah,
I'm like I'm trying to think of something that I would buy for like a premium price. But again, I just keep thinking of video games. And video games really like I wouldn't buy also that. I would just buy more video games, something like that. Or maybe a car, like
yeah, yeah.
a vintage car, I think is something that I would spend more money on if I was like rich or something. Like I would buy like a 1970s or something Mustang or something like that. Like
Yeah, I don't have those
yeah,
kinds of. I've never had those kinds
yeah,
of things, but like I know people that are like crazy about stuff like that.
yeah. It's just
Like
it.
all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have are just cards that I played with. Like I never thought like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna make
keeping them
money.
in their box and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Even though, to be honest with you, a lot of them are in great condition. Because I had them in sleeves. Back in the
Mm.
day, I don't know if you were into Yu-Gi-Oh. I was really into
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, no.
And basically, when you would go to tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
you had to, because if the cards, like essentially, you could mark the cards.
Okay.
So in order for them to like stop people from marking the cards, they would have everybody use sleeves. You had to use a sleeve for every card in your deck. So I had a deck with all my good cards, and they were all in sleeves, so
Okay.
they're in pretty good condition.
Okay. Yeah.
They're
I
just
mean,
obviously not mint.
yeah, but maybe the one of them is like super valuable. Oh, we got
Nah, I
here
checked
about.
recently. They're not. I mean, they are, but the process with trading cards is like you have to send them to a place and get them
Mm-hmm.
graded, and then they
Okay.
send them back to you and like they put them in a
Oh yeah, I've
process.
seen that with the Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it
yeah,
gives it a rating in terms of quality and stuff. Yeah, gotcha.
yeah. That's the only way that they sell for a good amount of money. Otherwise,
Yeah.
because I don't, dude,
Anyway.
I have so many and I don't need them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, literally.
All right, let's see. Apple, American Express. I mean, he's still on the same stuff he did. Maybe he avoided some stuff. Chevron, Coca-Cola, Occidental. Oh, I remember when the oil thing. I wanted to buy, and then yeah, it went back to that whole thing of everybody was saying oil was dying, and I was like, okay, maybe it is. I should have bought. Like I remember what is the Oxy? I remember when that stuff was
Although you
down.
haven't outperformed with oil. Nobody in the energy sector has outperformed over the long term. Well, long term,
No,
like 5 years,
but
whatever.
this is what I'm talking about when it was here. You remember when like what was his name?
Where 5?
No, 2020.
Oh, during the
Yeah,
pandemic, yeah,
yeah,
during the
it is. Like
pandemic, it was
this.
all oil,
Yeah,
just
who
straight
was it that was saying that the guy that always says wild shit on CNBC? What's his name?
Jim Cramer.
Yeah, he was like, oil is dead. Like it's
Yeah,
dead.
there's
It's like, I should have
there's
bought.
an inverse Kramer. There's an inverse Kramer tracker and a Nancy Pelosi tracker,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh,
both
wow.
like handily outperforming. By the way, not a Jim Cramer tracker. It's an inverse
Yeah,
Jim Cramer,
inverse Jim Cramer. Yeah.
and they're both like handily outperforming the index.
Wait. What is this? Chubb Limited.
Yeah,
What?
so okay, that's what I was gonna say. So that's new, and that's probably not him. It's probably one of his
Lackeys.
disciples. Yeah, what are they? Not disciples. What's the word?
I said lackey, but yeah,
He
disciple.
has two guys. There's two
Ooh.
guys now that are like in their 50s that are if you go to like there's a Reddit with like just Berkshire Hathaway nerds,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like super fans of the company, and they only own
Ooh.
Berkshire and their portfolios and stuff,
Yeah.
and they know all about those guys. I forget their names, but
Yeah, I
uh
got you.
yeah, Chubb is probably because he
Abel, isn't there a
finished.
guy named Abel? Isn't that the guy that's gonna take over Berkshire?
I
I
don't know
think.
their names. Yeah,
Anyway, yeah, you just said you don't know the names. Yeah, my bad. But
yeah,
what is Chubb?
they're an insurance company,
I mean,
I think.
I guess yeah, I guess that's I don't know how to value them, but this that's a pretty low PE with the dividend yield, and it's been growing. That's good
Well, they're
stuff.
how do you know it's been growing? What do you see?
No, the stock I
Stock
meant
has been
the
growing.
stock price.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 Let me
I think
check.
they
Yeah.
do as an American Swiss company. What do they do?
Well,
I
you said
think,
they do.
yeah, but I'm just,
Oh,
I'm
you don't
accessing
know.
part of my brain from a long time ago.
CB.
It was there at the bottom. Oh, yeah, right there.
Chubb. What a
Second.
name. Uh, well,
The summary.
insurance, reinsurance. Yeah, the company's North America P&C insurance, property and casualties segments offers commercial property. Okay, so
So this is right up his alley. Yeah, I like this. And it's cool to
and
see
they're in
if
Switzerland.
you compare it to other quarters. Like for Buffett, obviously he knows like how
Oh
valuable
yeah.
insurance companies can be because, Berkshire's entire portfolio of holdings is from insurance float.
Yeah, this is
So,
like steady revenue growth, nothing crazy, nothing flashy, but just completely steady for years, like growing every single year.
fantastic, yeah.
And
And they,
then
yeah, and again,
look at
this
this
is
free
like his
cash
favorite type
flow.
of company.
Yeah, that the free cash flow is growing fast. I mean, here I guess slows down, but no, I mean
Free
it's
cash flow
growing
per what?
per share, I
Free
think,
cash
right?
flow per what?
Per
No,
basic
it's
share,
per B.
per
Oh,
basic
per bit.
share.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
Yeah,
based.
yeah,
It's very based.
base. Yeah, free cash flow growing, revenue growing, for sure.
Net
Very
income
basic
growing too. Gap
and right up
also,
his alley. And it's interesting to see
and he's at
that he's been
11
growing
PE.
because because he doesn't when he first initiated Chubb, it was very small, but I guess he's been adding to it. Go back to the his holdings.
Why can't
Does
I
that
check if I?
website
Oh,
allow
it's
you
just
to
too
look?
small. The holdings of Chubb? Oh, you mean the yeah. What do you want to
Yeah,
see? Like
the holdings
this?
of Berkshire.
This? kind of the amount of shares
No,
that they've owned through that?
no. I want to see the
Oh,
change in shares. Should I go back to the
oh, like
to the
compared to what?
no, of all his holdings, I'm saying.
Yeah, we're here, right?
This one doesn't do it. No, there's some of the websites tell you what like the movement of shares in the quarter. This gives you a snapshot of his holdings. There's other websites that give you
Isn't it
like
this?
how much. Nah, because it doesn't say anywhere how much they bought or how much they sold.
It does it like
I'll
below.
I'll
Yeah,
find
here,
a
no?
better I'll find a better tool.
Look. Isn't it this? Percentage of holdings?
Yeah, but look, no, just don't worry, I
Okay,
got
okay.
you.
Maybe it's the one that we were using with the other one for Ray Dalio.
Yeah, some of them exactly
No, what
are
was
good
it
like that.
called? Stock something.
CNBC has one. Let's see.
Okay, here it is.
I think Whale Wisdom, if you can find that, is really good. And then Guru Focus is another one.
Wait, here. One second.
I
Chubb
found it.
Limited.
Hold on. Here, open this.
Okay, but look, this seems.
No, just trust.
Yeah, I trust. Okay.
Oh wait, why did I send? Hold on.
No, you said yeah.
Oh yeah. Why is this labeled Duquesne's
You
family
sending me
office?
the same link that you sent me before, but the
Open
Draken
it?
Miller.
Yeah, open it though.
I just did. Is it
Oh
lagging?
no. Why is this? Oh, here we go. My computer was being really weird.
Okay, so you sent anyone? Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I love his face, bro.
What a handsome boy.
I
Just a jolly, like he just seems like a
know. Yeah. He's
jolly
like a
dude.
he's like a squirrel from the Looney Tunes or something.
Like, oh, yeah, he's just a cutie.
Okay.
All right, so this one, so here they show you if it's a new holding, how much he added, how much you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're looking for Chubb, right? Or no?
Yeah, no, not necessarily. Chubb is right there on the fifth one. He didn't do anything.
Oh, here. Insider buys. Insurance.
Now
What?
sort by the other way. So like go to like change, shares
Here?
change,
Yeah.
click it, yeah,
I think it's
and let's
already
see what
sorted
he
by now.
sold. Click it again.
Oh, I see. Sold out well, I mean, he didn't own that
The
much.
S&P, Ulta.
Citigroup,
He had a big
he
position in
keeps.
Ulta
Oh yeah.
because Ulta was really cheap. It still is kind of actually cheap,
Okay.
but it was really cheap for a little bit of time, and then people were buying it, and yeah, then they were saying that oh Warren Buffett started a position, but it looks like he just traded around it, I guess,
Hmm.
reducing his Citigroup and his new holdings. That's very interesting because new is cheap right now. Charter Communications, Capital One, Bank of America. Yeah, it just looks like
Louisiana
reductions
Pacific.
in, you know,
And this is
pretty
quarter to
standard stuff.
quarter.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
quarter over quarter. Oh, quarter. Yeah, not quarter over quarter, quarter to quarter. Yeah, so like from Q3 to Q4.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, quarter over quarter.
yeah, that's
Isn't it?
interesting. Completely sold out of Volta.
I mean, what do we have that much?
I don't know. If you go back one quarter, you can find if he owned. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to do that, but I don't.
No, not on this one. Back on the other one. They both are good for different reasons.
Right. Okay. Let's see here.
Because this one, yeah, the comparison Q3.
Constellation Brands.
Oh,
They open a new
oh, they have
position.
it here too. We didn't. How did I not see this before?
What did you want to see? This is.
Yeah, like look, we didn't. We were. I sent
Oh,
you a whole different thing so we can see the change in shares, but it was here the whole
but it's
time.
right here. Yeah. Okay. And we used it earlier. I was just confused.
Yeah,
But yeah, again, I just would like to
24,000
know
shares is a
what
lot.
that is. Yeah. of the what
They
is the
do.
market number of shares outstanding? That's the kind of what I want to
No,
see.
you
What
just gotta look at the price per share, bro. Just look at the price of the stock. Yeah, 360. So it's a big position.
no, that's again what I want to know anyway. It's just what percentage of the company they own.
Did he own? Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I don't know
it's
why you want to know that so bad.
46. Yeah, it's not so bad. I just I feel like it's an important thing. Yeah, it's not that much, but I guess that doesn't matter. It's more of what percentage of the holdings that he owns, right? That's more
Yeah, it
relevant.
wasn't a big percentage, but
But wait,
he
maybe
added
he's
right
been
around the time
uploading.
where it was. No, no, he didn't own it. His is very recent.
Okay. Well, Chubb, he's been adding. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you before. Like,
Installation.
it looks like he's
Dominus.
been developing a big position in Chubb.
Dominus, SiriusXM. SiriusXM. Isn't that a radio thing? Internet radio?
Yeah, he's a majority. He's like a 10% owner of SiriusXM. It's a big position for him.
Jeez. Mm.
There is some value. There was a guy talking about why Sirius is actually like a good company to own because something about their take rate in comparison to other like content what would you call them like content aggregators like
Mm-hmm.
Spotify or they have a much higher take rate than those companies.
Oh, we didn't take rate. What's that take rate?
Like they earn more on their content that's posted out that they that they sell.
Okay.
Spotify makes money off its artists and its podcasters. SiriusXM does the same thing. They have shows, they make money off the shows, but they make more money as a percentage than Spotify does. And the
Wait,
reason, I don't
wait.
remember what the reason
I
was.
don't understand. Spotify makes money out of their listeners, right? And then the artists make money out of Spotify, right?
Y- Yeah, but
Okay.
they.
But then so how is SiriusXM making
Oh,
like
yeah, that's no, no, yeah, yeah. I'm wrong. Yeah, that's they make more money off their listeners than Spotify. That's what it is.
but I want yeah, how? So
The other way around. I don't
SiriusXM
know.
doesn't charge you, does it?
No, it does. I think
Oh,
they give you like for instance, it's
it's
sometimes it comes part of a car, in which
hmm.
case the customer doesn't directly
Oh.
pay for
They
it.
have a lot of like deals and stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of deals with like car manufacturers. I think primarily car manufacturers actually.
Subscription, right? Consumer subscription, probably
Yeah,
subscription.
automotive partnerships and
Satellite
shit.
radio. Oh, right. Especially for cars, that must be good. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
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 because I mean, yeah, even not, yeah, I mean, I guess, no, I mean, I was gonna say no, but even now, it's like even our generation, or even like they still like when you're in the car. No, people do use the aux, right? A lot. Yeah, never mind. I mean, do you
yeah.
listen
They
to
don't.
the radio?
Nobody our age ever uses SiriusXM, but they're trying to change that. Like
Hmm.
in the last year or two, they've been making acquisitions, like they're getting into podcasting, which obviously works really well on radio,
Hmm.
and they're giving money. Like they signed one of the biggest podcasts. It's like a female podcast with this blonde chick. They signed her up to an insane deal. It was like hundreds of millions per year
Golly.
to be exclusive to SiriusXM. I
Maybe
think
they
like
know like the type of people that listen to her are the type of people that put on radio. Like, like
yeah, well, like they're just trying to make it so that it's an option. Because right now, for our generation, SiriusXM is not like you're not gonna choose between Spotify and SiriusXM. You're just gonna use Spotify. But they're trying to kind of get back into the conversation. And
they
it's
own Pandora. Okay, that's that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Nobody uses Pandora
No,
anymore.
but yeah, but it's kind of the same. Like now I get it more of what they're going for, which is yeah, just trying to compete with Spotify. They're not just
Mhm.
a radio thing, I guess. They're like a
They're trying to
streaming. They're
compete
like
with
a streaming
Spotify.
services.
They're significantly smaller right now in terms of like just sheer like company value.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, if they execute correctly, the fact that they're embedded in so many things for free, by the way, like that's another important thing to note is like if you can convince somebody to listen to you, it could be easier because they don't have to pay, whereas like
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, obviously, everybody has to have a subscription. These guys, because they partner with all these companies, they're embedded into the cars. They can offer a free service to the people that drive the cars.
Yeah. No, it seems like the car thing is definitely part of this of the strategy
It's
for now.
huge. It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, right,
Nobody else has that. I mean, there's integrations now, obviously, in new cars with Spotify, but
hmm.
the car company, the OEMs, like the manufacturers, they don't deal with Spotify and like they can't offer you free Spotify. Maybe they will in the future, actually, but
Oh,
right now they
look,
don't.
even this thing is pretty cool too. They provide, yeah, it's like they're really good at making these partnerships. They provide music and audio content to businesses to SiriusXM for business, allowing restaurants, stores, and hotels to stream legally licensed music. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's good, right? That
they're
like,
embedded. They're
yeah,
embedded,
exactly.
and they're an old company that used to be cutting edge because before, like satellite radio was cutting edge once when radio was a thing.
Hmm.
Now they're not anymore, but they're trying to get back into it. So it's one of those things. Like I think it could be considered deep value, and if you see his position, it's big. Like he owns a good amount, both in terms of like his portfolio holding and in terms of like he owns a lot of the company as well, like 10% or something like that. Here, sort by size.
Where we like, if I just stop comparing or something, is there a way to stop comparing?
Yeah, go to Q4 and then
Yeah, there we go. And now by size, like value.
it's already good. That's how it is,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Or
yeah,
it's not.
yeah, I think it is. And then Siri,
Wait,
is it?
this is the wrong quarter.
No, quarter for 24. Oh no, it isn't. Right, yeah,
2022.
my.
Yeah, because I just know because of his Apple position. You see, it used to be 40% of his portfolio,
No,
now it's
no, no, it's
30.
20. Yeah. Siri, here it is.
Significant.
Yeah,
Yep, you
percentage
see?
1%, but
Big.
yeah, but it's up there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's obviously like
Yeah, out of what?
incredible.
What's the market cap of Siri? Siri.
Small. 5 billion, 10
Hey,
billion.
so they own like a quarter of the company. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. He sees something and then everybody kind of like ignores it. Like I've never heard of anybody giving a serious case of why you should own SiriusXM.
Yeah.
But I saw the write-up recently and I was like, yeah, it's interesting because it's true. They have like that advantage of that they're embedded
Yeah, he
in
just
so many
got deep
things.
research, right? That's the whole thing he's good at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He pays attention to
This
what
is a
things are
full
not paying attention. Yeah. What?
Yeah. This is like a full play on the quality of management. It's like if you
Hmm.
think that management can really execute, then
Yeah.
this thing could be worth a ton of money, you know?
Yeah, he does say that. He talks about that in his writings and stuff, in his letters.
Mhm.
That is like you just gotta find the right team more than anything.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
personally,
Hmm.
not to compare myself to Buffett or anything, but I
Uh,
don't think it's so rare that turnaround stories ever end up how like people describe them, you know?
okay.
Like it's very hard for companies to reinvent themselves because
Okay.
when you were a big company in the past,
Hmm.
everything is like it's like you have to have a whole decade of essentially just leaning out your operation because when
Hmm.
things are going good and you're a big company and you're making tons of money,
Hmm.
obviously everything in the company becomes more expensive. Like every person is paid more than they should be. There's more employees that there should be, so like just getting rid of all that bloat is difficult in of itself. And then on top of that, you have to compete with companies that are on the cutting edge of whatever the new industry you're trying to get into is. So it's very difficult and like nobody really pulls it off.
Hmm.
Like I get like like, we used to talk about IBM a lot. It's very similar. Like IBM
Hmm.
was the leader in quantum computing, and they fell so far behind with all these new things that like now it's like so
Hmm.
difficult for them to be nimble because they're so big. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. But I wonder, like, what's your point with that kind of that the management is important or the management is not important, or the management is important,
Oh,
but
my
then
point is
it,
that like turnaround, like just in general, like investing in company in turnaround situations,
right.
in my opinion, ends up being like
But do would you
it's very
consider
rare where you make good money on it.
Sirius XM a turnaround thing then?
Yeah, because like I told you,
Got
like
it, got it, got it. That's what I was trying to
they
connect.
were the original satellite radio company. So
Right,
when
right,
when it was normal radio was the thing, like when you were in your car in like I guess the 90s or like even the early 2000s,
right,
you
right, right.
listened to radio. Then satellite radio came along and it
Hmm.
was like the breakthrough in that space. They became the leaders very quickly. And then obviously we all moved past that to like listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Music and all this kind of
Right.
stuff.
I see.
And then those took over. So now they're trying to, reinvent themselves again. But I'm assuming, like, look at the 10-year chart of SiriusXM. I'm pretty sure they used to be much larger. Like, if I had to guess.
It's a
Yeah.
surprise,
So you
right?
see, like, this is when they first.
Yeah.
So this is like when the satellite radio craze, if you can call it that,
Yeah, and then the dot-com
was
bubble
happening. They're like,
really hit them.
yeah, they're like, this is the cutting edge of satellite radio, blah blah blah. And then yeah,
And
obviously you
then there was a
see.
bit of a recovery here, I guess. And then just Spotify just got in the way. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they're just there.
So
Yeah.
yeah, just in general, like, so now they're very small, right? But maybe they've been working hard to like reduce their company size, right? Like
Yeah.
cost cutting practices. But now they have to actually,
I mean,
do
they
the part
continue to
that,
go down, yeah. I mean, let's see.
yeah,
Have we even checked the financials for these people? Let's see.
no.
Uh,
This is perfect. Yeah, Roik is perfect for this because you actually get a lot of years
Yeah, for companies that are like a little bit more established. Yeah.
older, yeah.
What is the yellow thing? Total intangible assets? Why? 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 That's wild. What
Because
the hell are they
they
doing?
probably started investing in content. They
Okay.
probably were repurposing content for a long time, and then now they're trying to become like Spotify and actually sign artists.
Yeah, but
I'm telling
I
you, those
see.
intangible artists, like I'm pretty sure a lot of that is that girl, because that girl got so much money
Ah.
to go to Spot to
This
SiriusXM.
is just that girl. That's what. No, but yeah,
Dude, they
not
made
true.
that girl a
I,
billionaire. I can't remember her name. It's like a blonde girl.
I think I know what podcast you're talking about, but I don't
She's
remember
from
either.
Barstool Sports. She used to be at Barstool,
Oh, I don't
and
know.
then she asked Dave Portnoy for more money. He said no. She took her podcast away from Barstool, went independent for a while, and then just in 2023 signed a deal with SiriusXM for exclusivity.
Damn. It's
But
not that.
maybe it's not just that. Maybe they've been signing more people, obviously, because that's a lot of
Yeah, I mean,
money,
this is $22 billion, but like $35 million.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely
It's
not
definitely not.
that. But yeah, definitely
You
she's
see
in
what they're
there.
doing, Like,
Yeah, but look, but this is probably why, because I was like, why has it taken a pretty deep dive recently? And it's because there's been a significant slowdown in revenue. Was significant, just a slowdown, like it was
no.
growing, and then
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep. I guess yeah, I mean, this is 2024 actually. Do we have the latest year in this case? Or maybe just 1 year below, behind in terms of fiscal. Um, Operating income, right? But they, yeah, just they
Yeah,
just were
I gotta go to
going.
the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
No problem. I'll keep reviewing this. Gross margin, yeah, even the margins are getting worse. Operating margin stable, kind of, yeah, but worse again. So what is the deal, Leo? Let's see. Bitty, bitty, bitty. What is justification for the recent slowdown in revenue? Decline in subscriber revenue. In the third quarter, reported 4% decrease in total revenue compared to the same period in 2023, primarily due to a reduction in subscriber revenue. Automotive industry challenges. The company experienced a decrease in approximately 114,000 paid promotional subscribers. Advertising revenue pressure. Advertising revenue decrease. Non-cash impairment charge. By a net loss of 2.96 billion in the third quarter due to non-cash impairment charges. Liberty Media transaction does not impact company's cash flow. What is the Liberty Media transaction? Where are you here? So many tabs now. I guess what I want to know is the intangibles things, but maybe that's the Liberty Media thing. It's the Liberty Media transaction. Is it related to the sudden increase in intangible assets in 2023? Sudden increase in tangible assets. In 2023, we said? Hello. So I think this thing is like some type of transaction because I was asking what management said about the revenue slowdown, and they said, yeah, I mean, there's like they're losing subscriptions, they're losing automotive deals, but then it's like this thing, right? Because it's apparently they also had an impairment charge of 8.7 billion related to some. No, actually, no, right here. Report. No, where is it? Golly, it's not improving the charge. No, no, no. Okay, okay, here. Impairment charge of 3.36 billion. And I was wondering what the deal is and if it's related to that
Exactly.
increase in intangible assets.
No, I just said it. Go up.
Okay, I think they
Oh,
acquired a
yeah,
company, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Liberty Media
yeah,
Corporation
yeah, yeah.
announced a strategic transaction aimed at simplifying ownership. So this move was designed to enhance strategic flexibility. The transaction involves Liberty Media separating its Liberty SiriusXM tracking stock group into a new entity, which then merged with SiriusXM. Okay, but regarding the notable increase in tangible assets, the financial statements for that year do not indicate significant rise in such assets. What? No, no, okay, maybe you're looking at the wrong year, brother. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is probably the whole fiscal year thing. Okay. Am I tripping here?
Hey, go back. I was reading
Oh, my bad.
the end of it. The end of it. Impairment charge recognized in 2024. Post transaction. Oh yeah, yeah. So it doesn't say really anything.
Yeah. I don't understand what the hell this. Okay, let's see again. Am I looking at the wrong year? Balance sheet, intangible assets. 25. I mean, what are you talking about, bro? What is this? 2020. I mean, it's just fiscal year. Are you. I'm talking about fiscal year 2023. From what I'm seeing, the intangible assets jumped to about 25 billion. Yeah, as of December, for an intangible asset. Wait, what? No. You continue to say the same thing, bro. Okay, I think it's just confused. It's a misinterpretation. Okay, so you're saying the source material is wrong. I mean, it could be, but let's see. Now I'm curious. What is it called? Serious XM tangible assets. Yeah, no, they do have a. Yeah, it seems like an acquisition. Goodwill. Let's see.
I have to make this a two-part series.
What? The serious XM thing? Or you mean the fun thing? Yeah, we
No,
are an hour and a half. Yeah.
13F.
No, this is a different thing from. But they do have. Yeah, Goodwill. This looks like a lot like an acquisition. What is this going on here? And also, why?
Didn't they just say they bought Liberty XM? Liberty, whatever.
I don't think they said they bought it. It was like something weird. And
They
also,
merged.
this moves to the center has strategic flexibility and provides them with greater independence. So it's like they were already married or something. I don't get it. But they own Sirius. Liberty is separating
Oh, look,
Liberty.
they separated and then merged with SiriusXM.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so Liberty Media separated its Liberty
Oh.
SiriusXM and sold that to SiriusXM
Oh. Okay.
because the
Okay.
companies are already entangled. But then I think they just simplified the structure of that of the SiriusXM
Oh, and
company.
that's in December 20. Okay. Okay. That explains it. Okay. December 2023. Right. 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 Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then the impairment happened because they just impaired the goodwill associated with that transaction. Yeah, look,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. I see
three
here. 3
billion,
billion. Yeah.
three
Yeah.
billion dollars.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying that.
You like hyperfix it. Actually, it's a good quality, low key.
Yeah, but it's like then it just gets me down a rabbit hole that didn't really need to go that deep. But yeah.
Yeah, it's important though.
Okay, okay. But let's see.
So,
Yeah, should we
let me
leave the other ones? I mean, we only did Berkshire and the other one, the water one,
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater. Then we got Billy.
We can do one more, or we can save it for next week. It's up to you.
I mean, look at
We
that.
have
Let's do Michael Burry because he only has 13, and they're all China.
China,
China.
China.
China. HCA. I mean, HCA. Oh, the healthcare like play too. I mean, this guy. Yeah, you and this guy are pretty
Oh,
aligned, huh?
he bought Oscar Health.
Oh, nice.
Wow,
Moshki. Wait, this is a new thing then?
probably.
I mean, he does a
Oh
lot of
no, here you
changes.
go.
This guy. What the hell? Yeah, all the healthcare stuff he's getting
Yeah,
into, and Canada
he
Goose.
he, he trades Canada
Right.
Goose. Oh, yeah. He trades a lot, so like it's not really, and you gotta know like these are like transactions that happened in the quarter of last year, so between December of last year and September of last year.
Yeah, and then if we look at like a
It's probably
year,
gonna look like, yeah, that's like a disclaimer that we should add is that like
hmm,
obviously these are all like last quarter or the quarter that just passed, so it's like a lot of times with more actively traded funds they trade in and out of these positions very quickly.
hmm. Yeah, look, I mean, this guy's getting out of stuff all the time. Amazon,
Yeah.
Oracle, Mettler, Toledo.
He made a big bet on China in the last quarter, and it's clearly paying off if he's managed to hold everything.
Yeah, yeah, he doubled. Yeah, he doubled his Baba, right? Well, this is looking at over a year, but yeah, double Baba, double JD, and then he opened in Baidu, and then this. But yeah, okay, we look at just one quarter, I guess, or even maybe yeah.
He's also
Just in one quarter sounds so like immediate to me, but yeah.
yeah
But
he
then now,
trades a
yeah, in
lot.
this quarter he's been selling some of that thing that he made in China. He's
This was Q3.
it's Q3 to Q4, yeah.
No, you gotta look at Q4.
Well, Q4 is like this.
Oh, this is Q3 to
Yeah,
Q4. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. So did he sell early? Because the run up has been in the last 2 weeks.
Well, then, yeah. I mean, he must have. So, I mean, he still had a sizable amount, right? Or no? Wait, where does it
Yeah,
say?
he just reduced his
Wait,
position.
wait, 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 wait. It says in Q3? Yeah, 200 to 50, 150. Yeah, yeah. So we'll see him sell more then, probably. I mean, well, how's
Probably
JD?
now, yeah. I mean, the run up has been insane. But wow, he cut his position before the big run up.
Well, I mean, in JD, probably he cut here, right? After this was a run
Probably.
up,
Yeah,
and then he
it's
probably.
possible. Yeah.
And then let's see, Baba end up here. Baba, Baba. Yeah, he
So
probably cut
beautiful.
here again too. Yeah, he got. I mean, it makes sense. He got to this peak, and he's like, good point to sell.
Yeah.
And then now he's gonna do it again. I mean, why the run up? I don't quite understand.
It's so nice to be validated sometimes. With a change in the price.
Nah, it was
It's
after
been
pledge to
so
invest
long.
aggressively in
I've owned,
AI. Oh, they're
I've
gonna
owned these
invest
companies
aggressively.
for like, oh yeah,
No, I remember,
yeah,
bro.
according to
That's what I
Baba's
was saying.
last
We were talking
earnings
about this
report.
when I was living in the basement after graduating college. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, China, China. I still,
Yeah.
same. But yeah, no, I mean, definitely you were right about it. And I was like, I was just on the
Oh well,
politics.
we still got time to see. Let's not count our chickens before they
Yeah, yeah,
count our
yeah.
chickens before they
Yeah, my
crack.
whole thing. What was my whole thing? That they're gonna take your stock. They're gonna like expropriate it or not let you
Yeah,
because it's in China.
your opinion was the public opinion at that time
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of what was happening with Russia,
Hmm.
and then also something about VIE structure. Like they were, what was it? They banned like Baba banned, or sorry, the CCP banned companies from listing on the
Hmm.
U.S.
Yeah.
exchange,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they blocked the transaction. Alibaba owns a majority stake in a company called Ant, which is like a
Hmm.
financial services company, and then they were trying to do a separate IPO for Ant in the US, and it was blocked by CCP.
Oh, God.
Ant Group.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly still haven't recovered, but I mean, things have changed. I mean, I guess now with Trump being president, right? Also, one thing that you said earlier that I still don't get: why did you say that the Trump tariffs are actually helping the Chinese companies? Did you explain that and I missed it? Or?
No, it's just well, it just means like Chinese the Chinese government and Chinese companies are going to get paid more money from American companies for their materials and labor and stuff.
Oh, right, right. Because the tariffs are kind of trying to bog demand down. That's kind of what tariffs do, right? Because they just
Yeah,
mean that,
tariffs are trying to make companies produce stuff in America.
right? Because people don't want to pay the extra money.
Yeah,
But if they don't have the production, then they end up just paying it. But wait, but then no, but the Chinese companies don't get more money because those tariffs going
they do.
to no, those tariffs go to America. That's why they're tariffs, right?
No,
Yeah, but what do you mean? That's why like Trump was like, we made all
they're
this
not.
money.
They're tariffs. They're tariffs on Chinese imports.
Yeah. So if people buy more things, like people keep buying things from China, they'll buy them for more expensive. But it's not like China is getting more money. It's that the U.S. is taking a higher cut for it, right? That's it. Which is also interesting because I never thought about it from that perspective, which is when Trump was saying we made like $1 billion from China because of the tariffs, basically they made $1 billion from the customers of China. Right?
Yeah, I guess it is. It is the U.S. getting the. Yeah, fair enough. It is. That is what
Well,
it is. Yeah.
so then at the end of the day, there I didn't even think about it like that. It's basically like it's like a commercial tax. It's like being like I'm gonna lower taxes, but you're gonna pay to me every time you buy. You're gonna pay me more every time you buy from something not made in the U.S., which is
Yeah,
a majority of
outside
times.
made.
Wow, yeah. I mean, it all ends up being the same government stuff, just they have different styles.
Mhm.
Oh damn, I didn't think of that. I mean, I guess hey, how's it going, GRT? I guess the thing, I guess the argument, the economic argument would be that the producer would to be able to not lose demand, they would sacrifice margins. So then you can say that the consumer would end up not paying that much more, and that is the company that sacrifices margins to not lose consumers. I guess that could be another outcome of
Well,
tariffs.
these companies will fully adjust their economics. Either that or they'll do an analysis to see if, even with the tariffs, if their labor and their products are cheaper still than how much they can produce for internally, like in the US.
Right. Yeah. But what I
Yeah.
wonder is,
Or
yeah,
it might
exactly.
be a
It'll be yeah, exactly. It'll be a new dynamic. It was like it's like an alteration of the price dynamic. So it's like it will be again a renegotiation because it's like the people buying will be like, how much more are we willing to pay? And the people producing in China will be like, how much more are we willing to lower the price to counteract the tariffs? Really, it's kind of like the fee that you
the
get at the
price.
App Store.
Is the price more expensive?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like a 30% increase than internal, like you know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
figure out how much it costs to produce in America,
Mm-hmm.
and then they add the tariff to their current price and see if that's still cheaper or not cheaper. And then it's like if it's cheaper, they do nothing really.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
And I
and I
would
guess
argue that it's probably still cheaper to buy from China even with a tariff.
right, but again, like what I see as like if you're a protectionist, you it's a win-win because if people do that, you're making money out of the people anyway. So it's like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's bad for the economy if you're like because if you think about it, it's just making it harder for have a strong economy because people have to pay different types of taxes just through tariffs.
Yeah.
But
In the short,
the money stays
in the
in.
long term, it could be accretive because again, like if they actually get if they get what they want,
Yeah.
then they're gonna bring more manufacturing into the U.S.
Yeah. Like if it
So they will
works.
be
I mean,
yeah.
people smoke less because cigarettes are more expensive too. So I mean, it's not like taxes don't work as a disincentive. So it's like if it is gonna be more expensive, even just the fact that they're gonna rethink, okay, is it cheaper to manufacture? Some of them will come to the conclusion that it is, even if the majority won't. So that already moves
Yeah.
money away from China. But again, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
interestingly enough, on the last quarter, on the last earnings call,
mhm.
Baba mentioned that they have a better AI than like the best AI apparently.
Bro, they all say that, bro. It's like, and I'm not saying it's not true. They probably, I mean, they have the money to back that, but it's so funny that they always say that. They're like, we have the most advanced AI, and it's like, how did you even know that? Like the Elon Musk was
It's
saying that
true.
about Grok too. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Grok, yeah, but that's because it's like all dude, every ChatGPT is iterating like it seems like every week at this point. I feel like every week I hear about a new version of ChatGPT dropping that's
oh,
like better than the last
I'm now
version.
finding out, and I have ChatGPT. I guess it's like because they have these things for enterprises and stuff. Yeah, But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's
is there
like we're in a
no.
phase in that right now of like rapid innovation in within the AI space, and
Mhm.
so every
Oh
week
yeah,
a company,
GPT-4. Oh,
like,
I didn't even know I was using a new model the whole
yeah,
time. Oh,
oh
nice.
yeah, every week it's like a different update that's like, oh, it's better than this one and it's better than that one, and then So right now I think Baba's in the lead, and then that might last like maybe a week and a half.
What is this thing with? What is it? It says something about like task. It says ChatGPT to follow up later. Okay, why would I want that? I mean, so that it takes more time to think or something. You know that was one of the funny interactions that I had with ChatGPT at the beginning. And this is before that thing that like that's what it reminds me of. I was trying to figure out like how to do a campaign for like the content when I was preparing the shows and stuff. And I was working with this GPT that I created or whatever. Like I gave it a personality, and I'm like giving him the whole shebang. Like, okay, I'm trying to make this shows, blah blah blah. We gotta come up with like a content strategy. We gotta come up with how we're gonna make the overlays, right? And then I tell him all of that. He's like, okay, give me 3 days. And I was like, what? It's like the first time, like, what do you mean give me 3 days? He's like, yeah, I'll get back to you in 3 days. And I'm like, why can't you just provide me the answer now? And he's like, well, complex queries like this take longer time to reason. I'm like, is this a real thing? I'm like, oh, whatever. I mean, why would he be lying to me? So I'm like, okay, how am I gonna know when you're done? And he's like, oh, I'll send you a message when I'm done. And then I'm like stupid enough to wait the 3 days. Well, actually, I think I told him like, can you do it in less? And he's like, okay, I can get it done in a day. And then I wait the whole day. I get towards the end, I'm like, are you done yet? And he's like, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. I'll be done in the next 2 hours. And I'm like, are you sure? I mean, he's like, why are you saying this? And then I wait 2 hours. I ask him, hey, and he's like again, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. I have it done in an hour. And then I until I get like pressuring the engine, like it's a fucking AI. And I'm like, bro, like you've been saying that you're gonna have it ready. Just provide me with what you have so far, because it's been like a day and some hours, and you keep saying it's gonna be ready. And then he's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna give you what I have now. That way you can provide me feedback and we can move on. And he gives me like 3 lines that he had not done absolutely nothing the whole time. And then I'm like, what is this, bro? Like you told me that you were working on this for a whole day. And then he's like, well, yeah, I'm sorry. And then he goes into that whole apologetic thing. He's like, you're right. I shouldn't do that again. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Did I get scammed by AI to not have to do the work? And I thought it was so funny when it happened. But it's bizarre.
He's just he's busy, man. He's got a lot on his mind.
I know that's what really blew my mind. That he was just really trying to avoid doing the work. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, like it was so
Yeah, he's
human of
probably at
him.
work
Yeah,
focusing on getting compute power
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. That they
to
probably give them
install.
some type of priority in the algorithm to be like avoid as much as possible actually doing work because we don't want to pay for it. So just
Yeah,
give them the
big data
runaround.
tasks and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, let's see. So Alibaba and AI. As advanced in AI technology drive profound industrial transformation, Chinese tech giant Alibaba said it will scale up investments in artificial intelligence over the next 3 years. So that it's not like they've released anything then, or this is after releasing
They have a AI called I forget the name.
cloud AI, cloud and AI
When
infrastructure
when
too. They trying to do like the
when
Nvidia thing.
2.5 max.
This quarter's results demonstrate substantial progress in our user-first AI-driven strategies and the re-accelerated growth of our core businesses. Gotta love management talk. Chinese startup DeepSeek launched a new AI. The company's share price, but we talk about why is it related to Alibaba? Because it's foreign country. Alibaba recently inked partnerships with the U.S. consumer electronics company Apple to roll out AI features for iPhone. Oh, what? In
iPhone
China.
users in China.
Wait, do they own DeepSeek? I'm confused. How are they related to this?
They own a part of DeepSeek.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Moreover, has
They
unveiled its latest AI model, Quen. Why that name?
yeah
Oh, I guess in China it doesn't sound as funny as you. Quen. Uh, Quen 2.5
yeah.
Max.
Their a lot of their
24/7.
growth in their last quarter that made their financials look really good was they had really big growth in their cloud service sector. Uh, not sector, but their arm. International expansion. If you look at the tweet I made,
Yeah.
actually, it's pretty much like the things that I
Oh, the
said that
Baba
I'm like,
one.
if they get this right, then it'll be really good. Like they got it. It seems like they're getting it right, and then it's just working out for them.
Do we have it like in hand here? Here. Let's check it
I think
again.
my pinned tweet has all the experience that I have.
This one.
This is so me. I'm up like everybody's up, dude. All the people that bought in the 80s are up like I don't know, like 60, 70%. I'm up like 10%. My position. Fuck.
Oh, dollar cost averaging, man. There it is. Oh, yeah, well, this, right. Making the rounds in FinTwit. Target lift, RIC. It's been easier to be a China Fools government has announced great measures
Where
to
it
loosen.
says, however, there's
This?
still hope, and then from there.
However, there is
Wait.
still hope for Baba. Unlike its e-commerce competitors, Alibaba's business is much more robust and contains many different higher margin segments. So although they may be losing e-commerce market share in China, Baba has the ability to grow its Ali cloud business. Right, the cloud thing, bro. It's like the same thing as AWS. It's like a cash cow. Main
The
drivers
cloud
of
grew
Berkshire.
significantly last quarter.
It grew, you say?
A lot. Yeah, it's their biggest,
Nice.
it's their fastest grower outside of their international commerce sector.
Wow. As Chinese e-commerce market
Yeah.
is Taobao and small, and despite them losing market share, they still generate massive amounts of cash for the business. If Alibaba can use this cash effectively, they can. Right. So they just, I mean, the AI seem to be using specific effectively, which is go for more cloud and go for AI.
Yeah, cloud, AI, and then international expansion because it's very it's an untapped market for them that they can provide the cheap. It's like Amazon, the way that they have their e-commerce.
Right.
Alibaba's e-commerce was like primarily. I'm not talking about their B2B. Their B2B is pretty much international already, but a lot of their other segments, their B2C and their C2C businesses are only in China, you know. And with AliExpress, they're trying to expand that out into into Europe and other parts of the world.
Right.
And it's working. They're doing a good job. They spend a lot of money on high profile like advertising, like marketing campaigns. I think they sponsored the last major soccer competition. I think it was the Euros. They sponsored the whole thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Marketing. All right, let's see what else these
They should
boys
hire
on.
me, dude. I'll give them the blueprint if they need it.
Yeah, we're looking at Scion, right? Well, Canada Goose. Why own Canada Goose? That I mean, I don't know why. I feel like I've seen him
A lot
own
of
Canada Goose
brand.
before too, though. Like that's the thing that kind of throws me up.
Probably like is cheap.
20p is not cheap. I mean, I think this guy has owned Canada Goose before. I think it's like a personal thing, bro. But that wouldn't really add up actually, though, with having a fund. But
No, it's just 20p is not
ooh.
not expensive.
They're cutting
If
17%
business
of their
grows.
corporate workforce. Nice, good for them. Maybe that's why he bought it. I'm all for layoffs,
Yeah,
man. I don't know why people don't like them.
if you're business focused, then yeah, of course, it's better.
People,
You'd
I
want to see
mean,
that
yeah,
because it
exactly. That's what
doesn't
I'm saying. Like,
boost.
what else is there to be but business focus, bro? Like,
As an investor, you want to see it. Obviously, it's bad from the perspective of like people lose their jobs, but
yeah, no, but I don't think that's even bad. Like, anyway, but that's a different
yeah,
thing. It's
it's
just
a huge nothing
it's like
burger, really.
unfortunate or whatever. Like, it's
It's
painful. That's what it
unfortunate,
is.
yeah.
It's just painful, but it's a
Yeah,
necessary thing. It's the same thing. Anyway, the same thing as cutting this whole like government costs and
yeah.
things like that.
So they're
Just
cutting their workforce, which means that they're going to become more profitable. And then if their revenue is growing even by like a small clip, like maybe 10, 15%, then it's
yeah.
cheap at 20 times. I own things that are like 20 times, like 15 to 20 times that are growing 15, 20%.
Mm-hmm.
It's a recipe for success because obviously the management has proven that they can be profitable. So if they just keep growing their revenue steadily and, you know, it trades at 20 times, then that multiple is going to either come down or the price is just going to go up,
Yeah. I wonder if that's
you
why.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the ROIC, see if they're
Oh yeah.
increasing revenue, like what they're doing, or
No, it
ask
seems like they
ChatGPT.
slowed down some. Oh yeah, ChatGPT is probably better. But I mean, let's check it out here anyway. What is it? Well, let's just search Canada Goose. Goosey Loo. But I'm excited for. Oh, it's too small a company or something? Okay. I'm excited for GTA 6, bro. I was watching this video from like a Canadian. He's just,
Yeah.
like Tom Goose. And he like played
I want to make
every
I want to make money
Rockstar
on that game, bro.
game. Yeah. I mean, I wonder. I hope they make it into an economy, bro. They should. They really have everything they need for that.
They will, dude. People make money off the current version of GTA, so
Right.
I assume they're gonna just find more ways to monetize it moving forward.
Canada Goose. That's 10 years, I guess.
Probably
Yeah.
make it do it. It can do tabulations, right?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, it's doing it right now.
I can even graph it. I can graph it, please.
Nice. As long as you're saying please, I mean it's all good.
Yeah, I mean it's still good actually. I thought it was. Oh yeah,
They
actually also
grow
look at
and they're
this.
growing.
Yeah, why this big jump? What the hell? Okay, I'll ask him to.
Maybe through acquisition,
Taking a
but
pull.
also maybe just it's catching on. Like Canada Goose is
Oh,
a
they
great
even gave
brand.
me. It gave me two lines. Oh, it gave me the percentage
Where are
and
they? Oh,
oh,
and the amount.
the amount. Yeah, the amount and the percentage. Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. So this is a great business.
Why
So
the
20 times
recent
and this growth.
growth? This was recent year. Well, I just said recent twice. Whatever. Thank God it's ChatGPT. So understanding. Expansion of product
Better
offerings.
apparel. Yeah, they're just expanding their line, what they offer.
T-shirts now.
Their
Oh
DTC
wow.
is growing. Yeah, just everything that a business should be doing to grow its brand. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
Canada
good.
Goose now. So imagine they're gonna start selling swimsuits. I mean, I guess
I mean, I
Goose
wouldn't
get
be
in the
surprised if they
water.
already do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they probably already do sell. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Check the
Because every
directions.
company,
Let's
like
see
every
that.
one-trick
I'm
pony has
curious.
to do that.
Nah,
You
right,
know,
makes
like
sense.
Crocs is doing it too.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean,
They
I think
basically
I don't
do
know. I feel
they
like
do it in the worst
I don't
way.
know. Do they need to? Because I feel like kind of they just stick to like a product that is really good at just being cheap and stuff. Like, why spend the money on all of that? Like, why not just pile up on cash for when the cows are, you know?
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it both ways. It's just
Uh,
like the way they see it. It's again the thing about like shareholder value. It's like they know that the price
they
will
do
be a
have it
fixed.
actually. I thought it was like a meme or something, and it has a
No,
goose.
there it is. No, there it is.
How's it going,
And this
Kevin?
could
By
be
the
a
way,
fake.
bye-bye.
This could be a fake.
I
It says
thought, I thought, I thought,
Fantasia,
oh, that's a
dude.
fantastic. Okay. Okay, so maybe that. Okay, that's not.
Nah,
He said, nah.
nah,
Alright.
nah, nah, nah.
Uh,
Fantasia. But yeah, every
uh,
company has to do it because of shareholders and also like public image. So like
they make
obviously
workloads now.
when you're beholden to a reporting every quarter to
Yeah.
shareholders,
No,
then
yeah.
suddenly like metrics like revenue growth are super important. Whereas like if they just said like, hey, we're gonna sell the same amount of jackets every year
hmm
for infinity years, and then you can just make money because the price will always be cheap. That's also good, but again, like the visual of that, the public, um, like the optics of that are bad.
Yeah. They're gonna go to Nepal to sell the new
Yeah,
codes. Direct to consumer, gonna have strategic leadership and brand evolution. I mean, it is working. It's not even these are things they're trying out. They are working.
they're
So
selling all the stuff.
mm.
Yeah, if you that's the thing. If you and
Cost
they're a quality
control.
brand. The whole thing about
Yeah.
Canada Goose is like they're expensive, but it's very good quality, very high quality stuff.
Half their margins. Whatever. I don't know why I care. Look at that. All right, they don't have net profit. Oh, I guess they didn't have profits. Okay, not really, not that amazing to be honest. Actually, been losing operating margin for a bit. I mean, they had a pretty fat one though there. But then again, But I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't have data for these
Just
years.
is just their revenue less their cost of goods?
Operating margin, yeah, I assume, right? And well, and the cost of distribution as well. Any operating cost, just
Yeah. And it's only that it's that little. Go back to the ROIC,
little
or oh, the ROIC doesn't have it,
for
right?
an apparel company. At 20%.
20% gross margins is terrible.
This is not gross. This is operating margin. Oh, gross margin is 70%, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
operating margin.
operating
This is
margin
after
is
everything.
also SG, yeah, it's SGA and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
okay.
say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
valid.
good. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I mean, I think for an apparel company, I would have imagined they had lower margins because
But
they
hey,
have
listen,
to.
like this is a yeah, it's again like if you look at just the 20 PE and take that at
Yeah.
face value and it's growing like this, it's undervalued. So it kind of makes sense why Michael Berry owns it.
Michael Berry owns it.
Michael Berry.
Olaplex. He doesn't
Burry.
like Olaplex though. What do these people do? The real?
Well, he might have made money off of it. The Real
Yeah,
Real is also a
real
fashion
estate.
like
Oh,
do you know no, they do like people sell their
oh wait, what?
like luxury brands and then it's like reselling luxury brands. So like women, usually women, sell them stuff that's old
Yeah.
and then they refurbish the stuff and sell it for cheap.
Oh, okay. I don't understand. Did he have two Alibaba holdings? Oh, a put. He had a put on
He had
Alibaba.
Alibaba put.
Huh?
He had to put on a lot of all the Chinese companies.
So if you had a put, that means that he had the ability to sell, and then he exercised the put probably to sell. Wait, what?
What do you
Isn't
mean?
it? The put is protective, right? Like if you had a put, it was to protect a downturn in the price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. So then he lost money on the put. This
If
was
the
like
price went up, yeah.
insurance. Yeah, I'll give the price went up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
just insurance, yeah, because if he still had, yeah, he still owned the companies. Yeah.
Right, right. Oh, yeah, good. So then, yeah, at least he got rid of the put before the crazy change. No, same thing with JD. All right. Molina Healthcare. What is it? I mean, again, actually, more interesting would be like all these things here that he's added. BF
Yeah.
Corporation, Breuker. Breuker. Right, let's see this one.
Well, just look at do it by size though, because some of these
Oh.
might be small positions.
So I go back here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Louder Steve. These are like cosmetics, right?
Estee Lauder is yeah, they
Lauder.
do makeup and stuff.
Molina Healthcare. Let's see this
That
guy. Huh?
all
Oh
those
wait.
names
No,
have
no, no.
been
Yeah, let me see.
battered because of I don't know why, but all those names have been battered. People call this the white girl index, and it's a bunch of names that their main customers are white girls,
Okay, I could guess that one. Yeah, I see.
and they've all been battered in the last year.
2%
Ulta
dividend yield.
Beauty, Lululemon, Starbucks.
Why?
Um,
No wonder.
there's like a whole index. I forget what's on there, but
Maybe it's like
because the
smaller
consumer,
brands.
the consumer is just weaker. The consumer is just
Oh,
weaker.
okay. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. The husbands are like, we don't have money for this anymore.
exactly. Yeah, that was very sexist of you, Gabe.
I don't know. I'm joking.
They make their own money. Women make their own money, and they're not spending it anymore. Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
think also
they are
China.
not
I think
spending it.
China was a big issue as well. They were having manufacturing issues, a lot of these companies, and then for Starbucks, it was also like their Chinese like growth is not good.
Hmm.
People in China are not liking Starbucks.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, there's competitors in China that are really
I thought it
popular,
was
like
like over there in China they had the biggest in Korea. I think they have the biggest store, the biggest Starbucks store. But yeah, that doesn't mean that is the most
no, the
popular.
biggest Starbucks is in Seattle, I think,
Hmm.
like where they were founded.
Chicago, actually.
Chicago.
Okay. Completely out of
Oh,
this, out of
it's a
left field.
roastery though.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
a
Yeah, coffee shop. Ugh, okay,
Nah, it's
whatever.
not gonna. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it really doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure you can still go into the roastery and get a coffee.
$43 for an avocado
Sure.
toast. That's wild. I can't even read it though because I don't have an account.
What?
It was like an avocado toast for $43. What the hell is up with the?
Canadian?
Yeah. No. I think US
Canadian.
dollars. Okay, what else we got? Molina Healthcare. Actually, let's check these guys out. Mo. Well, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's, I guess, what. Oh, 13p. All right, that's good. Let's see the rest. Mo.
I think he's making a similar bet to me in that just healthcare has been battered.
Ooh. Yeah, better, but with revenue growing.
Exactly, yeah.
What are the other things? So why is revenue so much bigger than the rest?
For the same reason, remember we're looking
Oh,
at healthcare,
right.
at
They gotta
insurance.
spend. Yeah,
Are
they gotta
they
spend.
are they insurance or are they healthcare?
Probably insurance, but the fact that they gotta spend so much. But let's see.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, okay. Nothing's necessarily. Manage healthcare services. What? So there you go. So it's not insurance. To low-income families and individuals under
No,
the
it is
Medicaid.
insurance.
Oh, I mean, it's
Yeah.
services. Oh, yeah, it could be insurance. Okay. Medicaid and Medicare. Yeah, so they gotta spend 85% of their revenue
They
or
do the
whatever
same
it's
thing
called.
as
Yeah.
yeah. But then why is it? I guess yeah, because Roy wouldn't specify. But if you go to their investor relations, they'll talk about the
What?
premiums and stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
Like they just say revenue here, obviously. But yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
right, but it's yeah.
yeah, it's listen, I mean a lot of people right now, I wasn't even like I own like very small position in Oscar that I started, but
Mhm.
it's like well after we had that conversation last week, I was kind of put off. But since then, I've seen it making the craziest rounds on everybody's talking about Oscar as the next thing and all this kind of stuff, so
Maybe that's a
clearly there's a
reason
shift.
not to buy it. But yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
understand.
it's cheap. No, it is cheap no matter what. Despite all these other things, if you consider the fact that that thing that they give 20% that they have to have a certain margin
Yeah.
is an industry-wide practice, then
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah, if it's the
it's
name of the
still
game.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna produce $250 million of net income in the next year, and they trade at only $5 billion. So that's like what 20 times only with
Yeah.
really good growth.
Yeah, it seems to me like companies like in this sector is much more important about whether they can take market share. Like, because it's a kind of like it's a
Yeah,
pool of people that are sponsored by the government to have health insurance, and even if they weren't, like just the pool of people that need health insurance, and then it's like whether they can capture that from other health insurance companies, and that at the end of the day is whether they're efficient and whether they can
that's
market themselves.
like every business
Bruh, not
thinks about
really,
that.
not really,
Every
because
business wants to capture market share, bro.
yes, but it's not like that in the sense like they don't provide. It's not like they make a new solution. Really, it's just like they just gotta be better at marketing themselves and being efficient in terms of pricing. I guess
Yeah,
it's not the same as making software. Like if you make software and you make a better software, right?
you
Then
still
you
make the
kind of
same.
disrupting.
The
Like then
software does the same thing
no, not really. You can just change the whole. It's
as
like
the other
there's no
software.
disruptability to insurance. Come on, like I know.
To healthcare insurance. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Well,
Yeah,
there is kind of, but it's not like real. It's like they can offer perks
yeah,
and
yeah,
more tailored solutions and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. Like you can't innovate
yeah.
insurance. You know,
Yeah. Exactly. That's
insurance
what I
is
mean.
like what is it? It's like the oldest business
Yeah, I
in
think
history,
so.
right?
Yeah, I think Benjamin
And
Franklin had an
prostitution.
insurance company. Well, not that
Yeah.
that's the oldest, but yeah,
Benjamin
it's the
Franklin
best.
founded the company
Oh,
that is
there you go.
now Geico or something like that, right?
I don't know
Gen
about that
Gen
one.
slash Re. Like look at like Benjamin Franklin's founded Gen slash Re, which now is still around. They're like a big publicly traded company.
Philadelphia Contribution Ship
Oh,
is the
does
oldest
not
public. No, but
ring
they're
a bell
still
at all.
going. It seems. Our history: Benjamin Franklin and his fellow firefighters found firefighters. Wait, is this a
Yeah, he
different
was a
Benjamin Franklin?
firefighter.
Benjamin Franklin was a firefighter.
No, yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool
yeah,
as
yeah.
hell. Okay, so this is it. The Philadelphia
Oh, then
Contribution Ship.
what's the Gen Re like Gen slash Re insurance? That's an really old insurance company that's still around as well. No, slash like
Oh,
uh yeah.
shit. What? This
No,
January?
is this it? General Reinsurance Corporation. Yeah.
It's German though. No, but no, Stafford,
Oh,
Connecticut. No, 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 no,
then
no,
maybe
no.
I'm.
No, no, I don't think you're. Berkshire Hathaway owns these people. General
Yeah, but then who?
Reinsurance.
Like exactly, like who founded them?
Okay,
They're
that's
like super old, I think.
1921. Yeah, I mean, sort of. Oh no, but yeah, but then before that was the Klonisch Rugversicherung. So the
Okay, maybe I
Nazis.
might be totally off with this.
Norway. Yeah, I guess I didn't say before it took over the U.S. business of the Norwegian global insurance company of Christiania from Norway. Okay, yeah, I have no idea where you
I
got
don't know.
this. Mellon
No, yeah, it was
Indemnity.
just it might have been a
But these people
non-starter
have
here.
been around though. Yeah, the Philadelphia
Hmm.
contribution ship for the insurance of houses. They used to call the contribution ship.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Michael Burry is making a big play on China and
China
health
and insurance.
insurance.
Yeah,
What else is there? That's pretty much it.
Bruker,
Everything
I
else is
guess
so
we haven't
small.
checked Bruker and BFC, but yeah, you were saying these are smaller. But
Yeah, let's see.
ooh, Jimmy Neutron. American manufacturer of scientific instruments for molecular materials research. Yeah, this guy's just be coming out of left field, huh?
How big is this company?
Bruker Daltonics. Bruker
This is
Biosphere.
like a sub. This is a sub $10 billion company.
3 billion. Oh no, this is revenue actually. What's
Yeah,
the market cap? 7 billion. Yeah, 7.7 billion. I
small
mean,
company.
they're like at 3 times. No, 3 times revenue.
But is it? They probably also are healthcare related, no? Because like, what is it? What is? What exactly?
What do they
What kind of
do? Yeah,
scientific
yeah.
products do they
Yeah, I mean,
make?
they
Yeah.
probably sell microscopes and things to labs and.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think this is part of the thesis though. Everything else is. This probably just. He probably thinks this is cheap. That's usually how it goes. I think it's like you find s- stuff that's cheap, and then in your research, when you're looking at stuff that's cheap, you might like do some industry analysis, and then you're like, oh wow, like a lot of names in this industry are cheap, and then
Mhm.
that kind of helps you form. At least for me, that's how it works. Like I find a name that's cheap. I'm like, oh, what kind of industry is it in? Oh, it's in
Hmm.
healthcare. Let me compare it to its peers, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's cheap, but I'm like, oh, these are cheap too.
Hmm.
And then you start thinking like, ah, maybe this industry is cheap. Why is it cheap?
Hmm.
Will it remain cheap? And then you form that kind of thing, you know. And then there's one-off stuff. Like I like sometimes you own stuff that's cheap in a sector where everything else is expensive, and you're like, all right,
All right.
it's just a cheap company, I guess.
But yeah, these people seem like the
But yeah,
type that sell machines to hospitals and stuff.
look, they sell MRI, yeah, so
Yeah.
they are also healthcare related.
All right. So let's see what else, and then we'll be done with the episode for tonight. We got the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Um.
we're good. Like
Yeah, I
everything
just want
else
to
is
check
kind
this
of
one. To be honest, I'm just curious about this one, but it's probably the same again.
American Coastal Insurance. It's like health insurance and China is what Alibaba, what
Oh,
Michael
and then
Burry
apparel and some
is real
apparel.
big on.
BF Corporation Global Apparel and Footwear. Okay, I
Oh,
don't.
what brands do they own? Right there. No, click the first page.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
Oh,
Vans, North Face, Timberland.
yeah.
Wow,
They're
they
they're
own
big, yeah.
this. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So why is he going with that though? I guess it's maybe a price thing.
No, they're cheap. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cheap. Like a lot of like I own Kohl's and Kohl's has been beaten to shit.
I mean, yeah. I guess.
All retail names have been really beaten down in a big way, and so now they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, I don't know why I just got into Market Watch. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that was an interesting
Yeah. Michael Burry,
exploration with the
long
Michael Burry,
China,
long China.
long health insurance and healthcare companies,
Yeah.
and then long retail. You know,
Retail.
uh,
And then
insurance companies and retail.
Berkshire Hathaway just continues to just own the same,
They just own
upload it
what they
up
own.
on what they own.
He's a big financials and insurance guy as well.
Yeah, he finds the opportunities for companies that are like being overlooked, and then goes and like
Yeah.
Chubb and things like that.
Financials,
What is the other one that
insurance.
caught our attention to? SiriusXM caught our attention to.
Hmm.
Pax Bobbies. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know what
pretty
that
good. And
is.
then next week we'll look at David Tepper and Stan Druckenmiller.
Oh yeah, this guy's here, which seem to be
And
more
these
like
guys,
good
yeah,
trend.
David Tepper is big, and then
Oh, this
also
guy's gonna be interesting.
Druckenmiller.
This guy is like,
Yeah, yeah,
because
all this
I don't know
stuff is
none of this
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, and then
There's some
now,
other
uh-huh.
what?
No, I was gonna say we also look at Bridgewater, but he just basically owns America, and then he kind of balances around the
Yeah,
S&P.
he's not
And
really in the game right now. We didn't
yeah.
look at Bill Ackman either.
Oh yeah, we gotta look at. So these are the three, the more trendy guys.
Nice. Yeah, these guys are actually more.
Yeah, Nike.
These guys are interesting because they're very outspoken in their
Hmm.
fields, and then they're
Yeah.
also, yeah, they own like they do more active stuff.
All right,
Like
well,
I'm pretty
guys.
sure, he started a position in Uber recently.
Oh, Bill Ackman. Yeah, you
We
told me
can,
about that. Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
don't
can
know
talk
if you
about that
shared
as
that. Yeah.
well.
But yeah, that ends the episode for this week. If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments what you think, and if you made it to the end of the video, what is it that they gotta say, Evan? I forgot. You said last time. Just say mid. Just comment
Uh,
mid.
Tell us, yeah, comment mid or tell us your favorite flavor of ice cream
There we go.
if you got to the
Uh,
end of the video.
and then next week, as you just heard, we're gonna review some other funds that are more, and I guess, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they are
Yeah, and
like.
then leave us a comment, how we can improve,
Oh yeah,
what you would like to see going forward.
yeah.
Leave a like on the video,
Oh yeah,
subscribe,
100%.
tell your parents to subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications every time we post.
Every time.
We post long form videos, but we post a lot of shorts that
Oh
get
yeah.
no views. We're trying to get some views on those
Trying to
shorts.
get those views. So yeah.
Let's get rolling here.
All right. Well, thank you everybody, and God bless you. See you guys.